we're live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh.
Next big thing.
Fuck. Yeah.
And we get cancelled in 2 episodes. In fact, that would probably, honestly, that'd be a record because I don't think we'd make 2 episodes. We'd probably do it in half an episode. And Twitch take us after.
Immediately banned. I'm using my commission money to buy myself McDonald's.
Nice.
So you've went from buying a sewing machine to buying McDonald's.
I'm getting a sewing machine as well as McDonald's. I got a £30 tip, so.
But you could do though. You could combine them together and get McDonald's sewing machine.
Ooh.
Break as soon as you try and get one stitch done.
Right, so who wants to start the?
Oh shit! Yeah, we need to do the recap. Fuck.
I do remember it, but I'm not really fucking saying unless like you forget shit.
We
I have a brain like a sieve. I can't remember shit.
was last 1 week the one we done the mad wee altar thing, where we tiny hearted and just cheesed it.
Yes.
And was it Sav that pissed herself?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, go and shat herself.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of our turns, guys. That's one of our turns.
This is the stuff I remember. None of the important stuff.
We done that. We avoided a fight with the lab guy.
Yeah,
Gideon.
The dead guy.
We sold him on a Bible.
And you sold him on a Bible, and Sab attempted to sell him on piss, but unfortunately it's not quite as interesting piss as he was in the Bible. Fucking disgusting.
Hairdo's claim it as his own though. Gideon's Bible.
We went somewhere after that, right? Or were we just outside?
You went back to the cathedral.
Went back to the cathedral with the guy that had the demon thing inside him to try and get the women to exorcise him. That was it.
Alder Ravengard, his name was.
Yes. Older.
Okay.
Did she complete that exorcism?
Yes, Ferris completed it. You were able to take the helmet off. Well, he took the helmet off himself. He immediately took it off and then threw it aside. I know this is like a bit of a sidetrack, but I should tell you this anyway, just because you'll laugh. You know how you all pretty much went, nobody's putting that on their head. John immediately did it.
Yeah.
The second he did it, he's like, I'm picking it up, I'm putting it on. I'm like, right. There is consequences to that, and he's like, I take it back off, and I'm like, no.
No,
you don't.
So
There's an easier mechanic to get it off as a player. There's an easier mechanic. It's no like you don't need to go through the ritual again. There is a way to get it off, and thankfully he had a way to do it, but he didn't do it until he had to prepare it, and he didn't get it until like his long rest again. But he immediately did it, and I'm like, well, that's stuck on you for a while anyway, so you can't take it off. I'm sorry. Like, I was just going, alright.
John is the kind of person that
yeah, none of us are surprised, are we?
Yeah, that doesn't care about consequences.
One of them was gonna fucking do it.
For obvious reasons.
Yarp. Yeah, that was just a thing. Anyway.
Yerp.
So he took the helmet off, threw it aside. Ferris did complete the ritual. He said he was going to stay behind in order to protect as best as possible El Tyrell for the demons and devils that are attempting to still invade, but there obviously is the war going on down below. Lulu, he was Ravengard was reminded. He saw visions through the helmet. Various different visions of a golden elephant, a tiny little elephant. and certain things to do with a sword and a palace rising up from the sword, but then the palace was corrupted. Lulu remembered some details. She remembered that it was her that was actually there at the time. She also remembered of a place called Fort Knucklebone. Ravengard said to head there next. It's not too far away. It was within 10 miles. Usually, I did this with the other group because they were kind of rushing, but I'll update with you as well. There is you need to get out of Elturel first, so I'm not skipping that. You just need to do that.
Right.
But in terms of the 10 miles, I'm going to eschew the travel requirement for that. There is something you need to do. There is one rule you need to do, but I'm not going to have encounters for that first 10 miles.
Okay.
However, after that, encounters when you travel potentially will be a thing. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's like it was in the first campaign where I roll, if it's above a certain number, then you'll get an encounter. Then I'll need to roll again to see what the random encounter is, sort of thing. But I'm going to eschew that first 10 miles because I don't want the session getting bogged down. Because otherwise you generally might end up getting stuck in that random encounter for the full session, in which case you don't really progress, you don't effectively level up. So there's one roll you need to do, then you'll get to Fort Knucklebone and we'll continue from there. But really the kind of challenge of a session will be the first segment you getting out of Elturel.
Right.
There could be fights, but that is entirely dependent on you and how well you do. The other guys generally get away with no issue. Well, there was one issue, but he was Jamie was able to eschew it with a reroll. So he used his inspiration to get a reroll, and he succeeded. In which case, it had no bother after that. But it's up to you. It really depends on what you do. You could get out easily.
Yeah, we've all
could go completely fuck up. It really depends. So there could be a fight, but there might not be. But yeah. So Lulu knows where Fort Knucklebone is. It's about 10 miles away. We still have the map. 2 seconds. I think I've actually. Settings. I'm actually gonna. I think it will be that fucking far up that I'm just gonna put the map back in.
Can we just appreciate that Jamie Mason said, "Yeah, there was one problem, Jamie."
Right. So are we making this roll just now then, or what are we doing?
No. Sorry, it's something when you get into Avernus proper.
Okay.
It's not something that you'll deal with as of like right now, basically. There may be rolls that you need to make in terms of to get something done, but it's not a case that's really what you do. Settings. I'm going to double check if this map is correct. Wait, the fuck was our previous map? That's going to annoy me because I definitely did put it in, but I don't know where. Right, there it is. Cool, 2 seconds. Copy. I'm just going to put it back in group 2 secrets. I think you already have it, but just no. Probably will be 4 up because there's so many fucking memes here that I'm just.
Memes.
It's taking about a time to load, sorry. Right, so.
Oh yeah.
That is correct. So there is 2 places on this map that aren't listed. For instance, Elturel, because Elturel wasn't part of Hell when this map was created. And Fort Knucklebone.
Conveniently, the 2 places that were.
Yeah. However, to be fair though, you do have a guide. There is actually special mechanics. In terms of travel, I'm eschewing it again for Fort Knucklebone because you do have a guide, but. If you this place like Avernus is a place that's kind of intangible. Like locations don't necessarily change in terms of where they are, but how the space is, time can do. So it might take in one day. It might take I don't know half an hour to get the Stygian dock to the Sunder Chains. but it might take you 12 days to get from the Sunder Chains to the Tower of Orm.
Right.
It's
not to
hell's this.
scale. It's a bit.
It's not that it's not to scale.
It's just.
It's that it differs. It's
right.
that it's malleable and it's kind of.
Okay. It's ever changing.
Time and distance are very ephemeral. Like
unmeasurable.
For instance, yeah. You've been here for a few days at this point, but it might be 10 hours. If you were to go back to the real world, it could be a year. Time's very weird here, and it really depends.
You mind?
What you did?
You mind?
Oh, wait, it was a cat, right? I was like, why? What the fuck have you done? Yeah. So these are places that you can go to, but it really depends how long it takes you to get there.
Okay.
Yeah. But these are all places that you can. You don't need. You only necessarily need to go to all places, but you can if you want to. But some places will be more prudent to go to than others. I'd say, in terms of Elturel's location, I actually had an idea for where this was placed. I kind of forget. Fuck. It's not too far away from Harriman's Hill, I'm pretty sure. Because like in the book, it explicitly states, all it states is that Elturel is above the river Styx, but you can place it anywhere. But I'm pretty sure I put it quite close to Harriman's Hill. But that's up to the DM, but that's what I've kind of put it. Yeah. There's also special occasions, but who here, just because this will come into play later, who here is evil? Because I know you are, Dave.
Yeah.
Is anybody else evil? I don't think you are. No, I didn't think so, Sean. No.
Don't think so.
No, but it doesn't affect me anyway.
I know. Oh, true. It doesn't affect you. Wait, actually, this might affect you possibly.
Oh no.
Could you send me your character sheet? Like, it's just to double check this one thing, because there is an exhaustion mechanic, but that doesn't affect you. I know that definitely doesn't affect you, but there is something that might.
Dang it.
Yeah, I need to double check that. I've got a feeling it might not be. Wait, there. No, it doesn't. You're good. Because your specific ability treats you like you're lawful evil, and even though you're not, you get away with it.
Yes. I don't know what I'm getting away with, but yes.
Well, you might find out. Well, you personally, well, you'll find out, but you will not suffer the effects of it, so you're fine. Aye, right, that's cool. Right, so to finish the recap, Lulu knows exactly where you need to go. She can remember various details. That there was a woman there. 2 things, just quickly double check. Go back off. There's 2 Kenku there called Chuck and Clonk. She remembered being there. 2 seconds. They built and repaired infernal machines there, which could take you around the wastelands of Avernus. But she can't remember. She doesn't really remember who ran the fort or if there was other creatures there. Yeah. So she remembers Chuck and Clonk. She remembers 2 bird folk, but she remembers that there was infernal machines, which are effectively just Mad Max vehicles. That is explicitly, by the way, the inspiration for them. That's no a joke. This is effectively Mad Max in Hell. This campaign, Johnny.
Love it.
Well, at least this section now. That for the rest of the campaign, it's Mad Max in Hell. That's pretty much.
Yeah, Adam told me about his new character.
Yeah, aye. I need to actually discuss that with him because I mean I've known about it for a while, and I know he's going to get introduced in their next session. But I need to. I don't know if he's working Saturday or Sunday, but I need to speak to him one day. In fact, I'll send him a message right now actually.
Yeah, I was just playing some Halo with him, so tell me about it.
Because I think I know what I'm going to do. Bring his character into the campaign. He was the one that came up with the idea, which works quite well. But I think I'll go along with it because it's a good idea.
Mind.
You need to get them their own little laptop.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
No, they're just well, Morty's trying to play with Norman's tail, and he's just doing it in the most annoying way possible. he just tried to jump here.
So he's nowhere ahead. Alder Ravens guards told you to follow.
Let's go.
Lulu's memories. It is 500 feet down, but there is chains. You can take that way down, or you might have alternative methods of getting down to the ground floor. However, there is a battle rage
down
below.
on it.
It's even though yous have long rested quite a few times, you can actually still hear that the fight's raging on, even though yous have been in Elturel for nearly 2 days, I think, at this point. It's still ongoing.
Alright.
There's absolutely no sign of it stopping. Because you can still hear
We'll
the rage.
put a fucking stop to that. Right, yeah.
It's a big fucking battle. It's not a skirmish, put it that way.
Alright. We'll head down. Climb down the chains or what have you.
Yeah, well, you can honestly come up with any number of plans, and I'll like it gives you a few ideas of what it says. But I'm want to kind of play fast and loose with this, depending on your ideas. Their idea was smart, but their first ideas were really, really dumb. And one of the ideas was, "Oh, I'm just gonna jump off," and I was like, "It's a 500 feet drop." And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna use the skeleton to do that, and we'll just land on top of it." And I'm like,
how much weight can Round's ego form hold? Can we not just fly down, like holding us down, bringing us down?
It's unfortunately she's not a giant eagle. It's possible.
I know, still, I feel like she'd be able to take.
It's possible it's possible she might be able to take one person at a time. However, she'd be doing it with disadvantage because, she would be because it's a small person, it's a small creature trying to carry a medium creature. Also, eagles don't have great strength, so you're doing it at disadvantage and potentially, so she could just drop you.
Remember when I first made this character and I had feather fallen, but then I never used it?
Yeah. It's a kind of thing, like, we're never going to use that, really.
Yeah, and then...
Until now.
Yep.
Can we not just climb down the chains then? I feel like...
That's how they get around it, they use feather fall.
Ah, did they? Well...
Jamie remembered it at the last second. They went, we don't need to do that, that's dumb, let's use Featherfall. And I'm like, how did you forget your Featherfall? That's kind of a fucking point, it.
Yeah, no, I think I got rid of it a while ago, because...
Yeah. You didn't get it, because you definitely didn't get rid of it at that level up. I think it was a couple of level ups ago.
I think it was the first level up that I changed spells that I've not looked at this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I've maybe used it once, like, in like the first session that I was on. Let's see. Where do I see my spells here? Bad features. Here we are. Let's zoom in. No, Tiny Hut can't move me. I was thinking, can we Tiny Hut and just like roll down? But it's not that OP.
So what, is it just a big, like, gaping chasm hole that we got to climb down chains or jump down somehow.
No, right. So the chains are at the edges of the city. So I believe there's 6 anchor points.
Oh right, you're talking about literally like jumping off of Elturel. Okay. I understand.
Well, the chains are diagonal.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can like kind of climb down them, but they're still
right.
like it's like
I see.
you could.
I see.
There is a chasm in the middle of the city, pretty much. But the chains themselves are attached to like. Just 2 seconds. I'm going to quickly double check to see how many there is. I think it's 6, but it might be 4. I'll just double check to make sure I'm right. Oh no, I was wrong. It's 8. There's 8 anchor points, so there's 8 chains. 4 in the west side, 4 in the east. You're currently close in the west. You're still a bit of a distance away. The one closest to you would probably be one very close to the Grand Cemetery. There's 2 pretty much right next to the Grand Cemetery, and there's 2 to the north of it, but you're not too far away.
We don't have any like scrolls of feather falling or anything. That'd be good, but I guess not.
Okay. How strong
Wasn't there a spell that you guys used to like lift people up before? Like, would you be able to do that?
Yeah, I literally just looked at that. Puppet is 120 foot, so it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. There's a bigger drop than
that. What you guys do there, Connell?
How strong is a bedroll? Could it hold someone's weight? Like,
I mean,
we
zip line down.
Oh, right. Well, the chains are massive. You can climb down the chains.
Is it not that deep?
I feel like can we just climb down the chains, Mason? I don't think there's any other way we can get down.
You could attempt to zip line down it if you wanted, but there'll probably be a few stops along the way because of how massive it is.
I was trying to think of something I could do, like jump down, just thunder wave just before I hit the ground to like kill all momentum.
Like in Zip, you could just like do a forward attack so you don't.
Yeah.
Can I do a roll as I hit the ground? Damage cancel.
So specifically, each chain link, no the chains themselves, but each chain link is 30 feet long and 20 feet wide, so no, that wouldn't quite work. Right, so you're going to climb down, yeah.
My food should be here soon.
What if you were to jump off and then cast Mage Hand in midair and then have the Mage Hand match your velocity, but slightly, but not quite, and then just it slows you down gradually before you hit the ground?
I mean, you'd still be impacting it technically when it grabbed you.
No, because it would match your velocity, and then it would slow down, so you would be slowing down with it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so you're
because
talking about
it's not like it's static and then you grab it because you'd break your arm, but like if it was matching your velocity on the way down, you'd be able to like.
Right, so if you effectively cast it, jump tone it, and then just load yourself.
Yeah.
That could work out.
Yes.
It would effectively be like an elevator.
Problem
is, I don't think it's big enough for multiple people. Like one person, I think it's medium size, so one maybe 2 could fit on it.
Can you cast 2 Mage Hands and hold 2 concentrations at one time, or is it just 1?
No, like in terms of holding concentration, you can only ever hold 1 concentration at a time.
So how big's the drop?
It's 500 feet.
500.
And explicitly, the river Styx is below you. Now there is a chance that you won't fall into the river Styx, but you can assume what would happen there. I ain't telling you affects you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, how do we get
you might avoid it. You might avoid it, but there's also the war, like the battle going on below as well. So it's possible that if you were to fall off, you might fall directly into the battle, in which case you will be fucking eviscerated in a matter of seconds.
Right.
That being said, though, because of how big the chains are, like how wide they are, it's no hard to fall. It is hard to fall off, is what I meant to say there.
Right.
It's quite easy unless you're going out of your way to descend quickly. It's quite easy to keep your balance and stuff.
Right. How heavy is Ingrid and is it Nara?
Yes.
Nara. Right. How heavy are they? Because what we could do is Rounds could turn into a bird and carry one of them down.
Nara is 140 supposedly.
Right.
I never changed the weight or the height thing, so I didn't really work that one out.
How strong you are, like
probably a bit beefier than that.
Eagle will be able to carry her. Right.
Oh, 2 seconds.
Trying to logistically work out how we're getting everyone down. Because me and Connor could just mage hand ourselves down. You have mage hand, don't you?
I'm gonna say probably no. They're a small beast, so they'll have disadvantage, and they've also got a strength of 6. Giant eagle. If it's a giant eagle, then I'd say so, but she can't transform into giant eagles.
Got an idea.
However, does somebody know pick up polymorph?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Rowan?
Don't know if you
No.
can...
Is that not next level though?
That's next level,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit, it is. Aye, sorry, it is.
Right.
You can't do that right now.
Yeah.
I think a giant eagle would be something you could transfer.
Right. I think what we do then is we do.
Wait.
Okay.
You would be able. No wait. Oh, sure. No, you don't have polymorph.
Can we?
She actually. Wait a minute. She actually might be able to transform. 2 seconds. She might be able to transform into an eagle. Or that might be next level. I'm just going to double check. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Can we fight each other to gain experience points and level up before we go down?
Nah, I don't think so. He's doing it on milestones, so it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was doing experience points, then I maybe, but
You might as well just give us the level now because I thought of that though.
No, right.
Unfortunately, no. She cannot actually.
Okay.
She doesn't actually get the ability to transform into a giant eagle until
Right.
late.
Right, instead of clambering down the chains, then what we could do is me and Connell could go down about 100 foot or 120 foot
I think
down the chain.
not
Carry
30 foot.
mage hand.
Yeah.
Is it?
You can walk down the chains. It's quite
30.
hard to fall off.
Okay.
I did say that.
Right, we're walking down the chains.
Aye.
Screw it.
think so.
Like, unless you go out of your way, like see if you're running down it, then yes, there is potential you could fall. But see if you're being careful and you're
Yeah,
walking down.
we'll walk
no
down.
roll
We'll walk
involved.
down the chains. We'll walk down the chains.
There's no role involved for like walking down the chains.
Right.
Cool. Right. No. So you're just you're able to walk down. You do see the occasional imp and other demons such as devils such as incubus and succubi, flying around the sky, attacking other demons that are going for them. But their attention is so focused on each other that they don't notice the 5 of you walk down the chains. Also, Sab's a bit late and Round's really late at this point. So, can somebody message Round? Just check. Sab's probably just having technical difficulties, but cool. I'd say because of how it's 500 feet. Just can move 30 feet a turn. That's 6 seconds. 300. So a minute would be 300 feet. You'll need to, if you're walking at a normal pace, you're gonna need to roll 1 con save each.
One con save. Con save. D20 plus 1. Cool.
Right.
The German said no.
As you're walking down, so for the first minute you're walking down the chains, over time it starts to actually become painful. You start to feel this energy. You start to feel this energy kind of crop up through your leg, and it hurts quite a bit. You take 13 damage. But thankfully, luckily for you though, that's the only time you need to roll it because I was calculating.
13 damage.
13 damage, right. The pair of you both, well, Shawnee, you succeed, you take half, so you take 6 instead. It's necrotic damage specifically, just in case you negate necrotic damage on enemy. So you take 6.
Oof.
Also, I wasn't being weird, I was sending down a voice clip.
Oh my god. That's not a good one. Feels bad, man. That is a nat one. Feels good.
What's the hit dice do?
Roll a dex save.
Roll a dex save.
What do I have to do, Mason?
No, you just took the damage, that's it.
How much damage
Right,
was
you
it?
succeed.
Thank
It was
God.
13 you took. So you take the full 13 as well, Dave, but you nearly fall prone, and to the point where you nearly fall off the chain, but you're able to kind of right yourself and keep on it.
God.
It is a case that it's
I'd have been like reaction catch myself with master mage hands.
there is actually rules in here for if somebody's quick enough, they can like attempt to grab you or something. So it's explicitly every 300 feet, but since you're moving 30 feet every 6 seconds. Oh wait, actually, that'd be 150 minutes. Wait, not 2 seconds. No, I was right. So it would be every minute. However, you're able to get off the chains before the end of the second minute. So you don't have to roll again, but you have still taken that damage. Right, you're currently on the ground level now. You can see. Well, I'll read this out probably well. So, armored legions of devils encircle the enormous posts of infernal iron that anchor El to the rocky ground. Squads of demons fighting 10 deep in some places hurl themselves into the devil's ranks. Most of those abyssal troops are lowly maims and dretches who die quickly in vain attempts to drag down devils so that stronger demons behind them can strike killing blows. A dark river cuts a path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. Floating on the river are demonic barges being assailed by squadrons of winged devils under the command of a terrifying pit fiend wearing an eyeless helm and clutching a battle standard.
Damn.
As of right now, the demons and the devils do not take note of you. They're too embroiled in the battle. But if you were to get close enough, or make enough noise, then they will. Well, potentially they could take note of you.
Is there a map for this fight?
No.
Okay.
This isn't a fight as such right now. If it does become a fight, I do have something for it. But as it stands right now, I'm just doing this as theatre of the mind.
Right. So are we just going to try and avoid this? I don't feel like there's much point getting involved.
Yeah. No fighting is faff. Faff is fighting.
Yes. All right. Let's just get around it.
No faff night at Freddy's.
So if you're trying to get around it, each of you roll stealth checks.
All right.
What's my stealth?
For fuck's sake, man. No way, man. 2 nat ones already. That's ridiculous.
Do you have any?
I've got inspiration. I'm gonna just use it. Fucking still shit. But it's better than that one.
Right. Well, the pit fiend actually does take notice of you.
Right.
I don't know if it. Well, it also takes notice of Connell. It does not notice Shawnee.
I feel like it needs to make its own decision whether it wants to attack us, though. Are we really being much of a threat, even if he sees us?
Rowan rolled a 1.
Wham.
Sab rolled a 21. What the fuck? So Sab and Shawnee, the ones that aren't really meant to be stealthy, are the two stealthiest right now. The pit fiend does notice you, however, it does not attack you itself. For those that can speak Infernal, though, it does order 12 spine devils to come at you and try and either capture you or kill you.
Right.
So I'll quickly draft up the battle map.
Is this the encounter you're talking about?
Yes, this is, it can be avoided. But yeah, I think
a tiny hut.
It's stealth isn't great, by the way.
Tiny hut.
What if I just cast darkness over us and then they can't see us, or do they have darkness vision?
They'll probably have dark vision, won't they?
Yeah, probably.
It's not that they have dark vision. Well, they do, but it's that they have devil sight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Which at this point you would know, and to be fair, Shawnee's character would definitely know that, so she could tell you.
Yeah.
So
to be honest, I think I knew that myself. To be fair,
yeah. Casting darkness wouldn't help.
It was a shot in the dark.
Shot in the darkness. 2 seconds. I'm going to quickly.
There's no way I can do a reaction and do a tiny hut.
No. I'll say that. I'll say that in the case of Sab can't really do anything such. Her whole thing's really reactive in terms of she smashes things. Shawnee, if there's anything you can do, it's either a case that you want to wait and because you're stealthy enough that you would be able to take. I'm gonna treat like you've got surprise effectively because you're stealthed. So you can get something off. If you want to do something right now though, you can, but in that case you will only have surprise to the first round initiative, and it'll just be whatever your initiative is. Its passive perception's okay, like it's decently high, but it's not like amazing. But you needed something a bit higher than a 9 not to pass it.
Yeah. I'll probably use the kind of surprise thing if I can put like Hunter's Mark on whatever one's kind of come in closest.
Sure, cool. It's only the Spine Devils that are attempting to attack you right now. There's nothing else that she says that she isn't wading into the battle herself.
Okay. Let's see.
2 seconds. I'd never fucking. What? 2 seconds. Right. You'll probably see this battle map a lot, by the way, because this is just a random encounter map for fucking awareness. 2 seconds. I need to just set it up. Fuck. I need to go back to grab yous. Lily is still away, but I need to get rid of the other guys.
Is this as like in hell now?
Yeah. We climb down the chains from Elturel into hell. Woo-hoo.
Cool. So does that mean I get the attuned weapons thing as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice. So, yeah. I take it, is it after this we level up?
Well, it's specifically when you get to Fort Knucklebone,
Right, when
but
we get to Fort
like I said, it may as
Knucklebone,
well be after this fight because I'm not gonna do the usual shenanigans. Just get rid of that.
Cool.
Get rid of that. You did take a long rest, so your health isn't at max for some of you. Well, you did take a long rest, but obviously some of you have lost health because of what happened.
Yeah.
But pretty
Oh
close
shit,
to full.
yeah. Fuck's sake.
I need to remove my health from this.
Well, no, you
I'm
don't.
not-
Like, you may as well remove it for the encounter I'm setting up.
Okay, fair.
Because I've just copied your 2 seconds. Sorry.
Okay.
Spine devil, spine devil, spine devil, spine devil, spine devil, spine devil. The fuck is it? Spine devil. There we go.
Oh, so I sent around a bunch of weird voice notes, and she's not even listened to one of them yet.
Wow.
I know. I mean, listen to it.
Okay, batch. Right. Okay. That explains why you were like screaming like a deep rabbit.
I'm glad we finally have context.
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, that's brutal.
I mean, is it the most normal one? Is you bitch.
8, 9, 10, 12, 11. Right. I've got
11.
11 in. Okay. Right. We'll roll for initiative. In the case of Shawnee and Sab, you will have surprise. I'll have you go first, Shawnee, just in case Sab pops up in time. But if no, then I'll just play after the first round combat.
Do I still need to roll initiative anyway, or?
Yeah, you still need to roll it.
For subsequent rounds. Yes.
For fuck's sake.
It's the 20 plus 3, right?
Yeah,
no,
probably.
that's proficiency. What is it?
Initiative's like its own little thing.
Oh, +1. Hang on. I always look at the wrong damn thing on this.
I've just realised that I've been spelling initiative wrong for fucking ages. Well, no spelling it wrong, but the notepad that I've saved it on spelled wrong.
Alright.
Wait, no, oh, I did spell it wrong, but not for the reason I thought. What's the next try? Oh, fuck, okay.
Who the fuck is this from?
Right.
Aye.
I'm gonna say, and so this will only count for surprise, but when it comes to normal turn order, well, it's really up to you if you want Connell to go first or if you want Sean to go
Go
first.
first.
Connell. It would probably make more sense for Connell to go first though, because he's got a +40 dex and you've got a +1, but it's whatever. It's up to you. 2 seconds. Lulu rolled a 5, so she's gone last at 4. Well, I still need to roll.
I like the tie.
Oh yeah, I really should probably take that off. I'm pretty much just in from work.
You know how you said you rolled 2 nat ones, Dave? Rowan has rolled 2 nat ones. So
This
rolled
is a
a nat 1
shite
for
night.
initiative day. Stab also rolled a 10, but I'm saying it probably makes sense for her to go last phase right now.
Yeah.
If she comes back, oh, she actually rolled a 10 last time, and Connell, you did as well, so I don't even need to change yours. What the fuck? I'll put her after you though. And I'll just change that to right enemies. Fuck. Right, okay. So Lulu was 5. Right. Dave, you go 15. Check that. Pretty sure I'm right in saying that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, have I dragged yours yet? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Shit. Settings. There we go. So if you just change your health back to, well, weirdly enough, Dave, your health was actually perfect because you took 13 damage and you're sitting at 37 anyway. So you actually don't need to change your health.
No, I changed it, mate. I changed it.
How?
I changed it to 37.
Oh, but I haven't put you on there. Oh, you must have changed it before I dragged you on. Right, okay, so
Yeah.
you did put yourself to max. Right, cool. I thought that was just a weird coincidence, so.
Yeah. What I've noticed I've not been doing though is I've not been giving myself 6 temp HP every time I kill something. I've only been doing it when I've hexed stuff. But I actually have Dark One's Blessing, which is...
Oh wait, no, sorry, it was 44 you've got.
Whenever I kill something, I get 6 health.
Euro and 26, Connell.
I'm on 26.
Yeah.
26. 26.
26.
Oh, you've changed it for me, thank you.
Yeah.
Love you, Mason.
Maybe.
Right, we need to try and ball them all up and just AoE them down.
There we go.
If we can.
Oh,
you don't have shatter yet, do you?
No, I don't.
When you level, you get it.
Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Who's first?
Well, it's Shawnee first,
Shawnee.
and then it'll be
Shenanigans.
Sab if it'll be Sab afterwards. Whether it's actually Sab or if it's me, then no. That's a question. But
Right.
that bastard didn't read my fucking message.
So whatever one's kind of closest, I'll just
Adam.
stick the hunter's mark on and then run up and smack with the little sword.
He might be going to Lucy's, I'm not sure.
Because I sent him a message like half an hour ago, and he was active 8 minutes ago, and I'm like, you didn't read my message. Well, I didn't read it because he's maybe read it, but he's not actually read it on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, he's normally quite good at replying. Like when I've messaged him the past few days, he's just been like that. Like it's kind of scary how fast he replies sometimes.
So we'll host the Winged Boys in front of you.
Brilliant.
You wouldn't. I don't think you can actually reach any of them. You can attack them for range if you'd like, but
Yeah, I've got the
oh wait, no,
bow.
there is actually one you can definitely reach. Actually, I think you've got 30 feet of movement. There's a guy that you can actually reach, but I think he's the only one.
That's fine. I'll take him.
It's just that guy down there. So if you go into this space, then you will be able to reach him.
Wait, Adam's on Discord. Just mention on Discord.
I can't be fucked.
Wait, what were you asking him?
Oh no, I was just like, are you free on Saturday or Sunday so that
oh yeah,
I can discuss a character with you. It's just like to like go over the backstory and like this introduction because like he had an idea and I quite like that idea, so I'm gonna run with that. But we need to kind of go all the specifics. So
yeah, does sound like a pretty good idea.
Plus, I need to figure out what he wants to do with his current character. If he wants to kill Math or he wants to do something else.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Let's fight. Let's just get the fighting on the go.
Right. So, what you got to do, Shawnee?
So it was the one down in the corner, yeah. Well, down
guy
here?
down here is a close to
Yeah. So
fair enough.
I'll just stick hunter's mark on him and run up and hit him with a longsword twice. That's pretty usual, I guess.
Roll it up.
What is it? A roll again? Sorry.
D20 plus. Fuck.
Your
strength's 5. You've got a plus 1 weapon. Was it a plus 2 weapon? I can't remember. And then you've got your proficiency bonus is.
Pretty sure it was like 6, right?
3.
I've got my old file here. If anybody wants to see it.
It's either. I think it's 9. You've got a plus 9 to hit because it's 5 plus 3.
Okay, that's off.
And plus 1.
What are these things called again? Spine Devil.
Spine Devil. You have fought them before.
Yeah, I fought these guys a lot.
How the fuck did I open up the rank 1? God damn it! I opened up the Barb Devil. No. Like, I put the right ones on the field, but I opened up the rank character sheet. Like, what?
Oh, good.
I don't know how the fuck I did that. Right, there we go. I've got the right one now.
I might be getting put on a list just now.
Is it the attack bit in the the weapons section?
Yes.
So it says plus 7 there.
Definitely on some lists.
Plus 7 doesn't sound right because You've definitely got a +3 to hit, and you've got a +5 on top of that because of your strength. It's at least an 8, but I think it may be a 9. Because what's your weapon? Is it a +1 or?
I have no idea. Hang on. Where would I find out?
Oh wait, 2 seconds. I've got your character sheet. I don't know why. I'll double check it.
Sorry, I'm thick as shit when it comes to this stuff.
+8 versus AC. Alright, so you've not got a +1. Aye, so it's a +8 to hit.
Cool.
You do that twice.
What's the range of this? Oh, only 20 feet.
Did I even hit?
With 12 might.
They've not got a great AC. You might do. Unfortunately, no. You just miss on both attacks.
13 fuck.
I'll tell you what the AC is because it isn't good, particularly good either. It's 13 is what you need to hit. But you just like your first strike nearly clips its wing, and the second like kind of just traces a line into it, but it doesn't make it bleed in any way. So, unfortunately, that is it. In fact, no, that's. I'm going to treat that as your first attack because you would have had advantage because you're stealthed. So, roll twice more with advantage.
Yeah, for your
so like your second set of rolls will be your second attack. So your first attack missed. But your second attack's definitely hit. Aye. So
but you could roll for crit though.
No, she's already rolled twice again.
Oh no, yeah. So she did.
I thought you would have hit with either roll, whether it be the 14 or 6 there. But
I'm just gonna nod.
So it's 1d8 plus 7. You'll be doing, Tim. Well, I assume you're just using like. Are you using your longsword in 2 hands? Or are you using one? If you're using one, it's 1d8 plus 7. If you don't, then it's 1d10 plus 5.
I have no idea what one's better.
Technically, 1d8's better, but it's really to do with averages. Like,
get the plus
the average 1d10 will be about 11, 10 or 11, while the average 1d8 will be about. It's either 11 or 12. It's not a massive difference.
I think you take.
Is there anything we need to do for the attuned weapon thing, or is that?
Well, it treats it as a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's certain things that I'm sure. Did we not give you a +1 weapon?
I have no idea.
Was that not one of the things? Because did we not? I can't remember. I actually genuinely can't remember now. What discussion was, but basically how it works is that there's certain things that are resistant or immune to non-magical damage, but your weapon now counts as magical. So there's still things that are resistant to non-magical, like piercing. Resistant to magical piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage. But you avoid the immunity to like the non-magical because it does count as magical now. So
would the +1 thing be the thing next? No, that's something else. Never mind. I don't know.
You don't have it on your character sheet, but I thought we discussed it, but I could be wrong.
Might have. I've got a brain like a sieve, so.
It was ages ago. I'll
just roll those two.
Anyway, so it's maybe. It probably is better to roll that, to be honest, because the max is technically the same, but your average is slightly better. Because you're dueling. Cool, right? So. You cut in him pretty deeply, but it still looks raring to go, pretty much. So that's cool. Right, it is Ingrid's turn. I'm pretty sure Ingrid gets mere feet to move, but she is quite far away. She's going to move 30 feet, so 10, 20, 30. She's going to throw one of her javelins at Spine Devil. In fact, she's going to throw two javelins, but we'll see if she hits. First, you have advantage in both these anyway. 18 or an 11, so the 18 plus would be like 18 plus 7 or something.
You fucker!
She rages.
Cap.
Grabbed my arse with his nails.
Oh.
Right. So she's going to attack this guy. I think he's within 20 feet. 2 seconds. Oh, he's just out of range. Wait, 2 seconds.
Mace, can I ask a question about the Spine Devils? Can we visibly see their gender?
They don't seem to have a gender.
Do you mean their sex?
Yes.
Like, in the case of some devils, like, you've noticed that some of them do have a gender. But these guys, it's kind of... They might. But if it is, it's no immediately obvious. Which I'm going to mean is, effectively, they're genderless. Some of them do, but no spine devils.
So they're non-binary. That's fine then. That's
Effectively.
fine.
They're they
Wait, yeah.
Alright, aye. So Shat's in the first javelin. Shat's in the second javelin too. I'm saying it's both on this guy here. Javelin. Double check. I think it's a D6. D6. Cool. 2D6 plus. Yeah, wait, 2 seconds. I need to double check about rage. I don't know if rage actually counts from melee. Is it ranged attacks? I cannot remember. Oh, it's a melee, so she doesn't get the extra bonus, but she still does an extra 5, so that's fine. Does 9 plus 8. She does 17 damage to this guy here. Does he take any reduced damage? I don't know if he does. Oh, shit, he does. He takes half damage, actually, because he's resistant to it. So he takes...
Have these guys got a lot of health?
No.
Good.
No, they don't. So it's 4 and 4, right? So it takes 8 damage instead of 18. No, 18 was... Aye, it was, fuck it. It was something like that. It was 17. It was 17. But it takes half damage, so it takes 8 instead. Cool. He still looks relatively badly wounded, but he looks a bit better than the one that Shawnee attacked, but he still doesn't look great. However, it is their turn now. They actually roll quite well. Well, not amazingly well, but still. This guy's going to come over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Yep, they've got 40 feet of movement. Shawnee, I'm going to... Sorry, you're going to get surrounded here for a bit.
This is all their turn.
Yep.
Oh, Shawnee,
5,
I
10,
don't know
15,
what to say
20,
to you, but
25,
I
30,
really feel like I
35,
might just
40,
shatter right in the
5,
middle of that.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. This guy is going to attempt... In fact, right, I'm just going to do the melees first, because it makes more sense. So...
Are these guys
To be
not
fair,
moving?
they don't have a particularly great to hit, so 2 of them are going to attack...
Are the guys at the bottom not moving?
Oh shit, well, actually, the map's that fucking big that I never saw them, so you're just out here. So... Right, they're going to move too, but they're...
No, you started rolling. You started rolling.
No, I didn't actually roll. I had it in my hands.
Oh, right.
20, 30, 40. I actually genuinely didn't roll. I was about to, but you fucking made me aware of my mistake before I did it, so you're kind of fucked. You fucked yourself there. Right. I'm pretty sure a 13 doesn't hit her, and one of them rolled in that one, so fucking fumble table, goddammit. This isn't against you, Shawnee. Like the other 4 still have to roll, but one of the, one misses and the other just fumbled. So. What is your AC, by the way? Just so I know. 32. Dropped weapon. They don't have a weapon. I'm re-rolling that. $89. Panic attack.
Fucker.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just realised my mic was off. 15 is my AC.
15, cool. Confusion, right? So that one's. I'll say it's this guy here. He's affected by the confusion spell for 1 turn. Fuck, I'll say it's that. Right. This is for the ones attacking you. Scummy 20 nat 20. Shit. Nat 1 and a 9.
Okay.
So the other two definitely miss. So I'll roll the nat 1 first.
So I got slashed by others when avoiding
Fuck's sake, that's not what I meant. Roll. 95, that's a good thing. Self-inflicted wound, your attack ricochets back and you hit yourself, roll damage if you'd hit the target. Cool. Oh no, wait, no. No, he does have a melee weapon, so he just drops it. Right, I'm getting rid of that then. He drops his fork. Aye, that guy hits himself with his own fork. Takes 3 damage. Cool.
By the way, do you know off the top of your head what kind of damage Shatter does?
Thunder.
It's 3d8. 3d8 thunder. Yeah.
Okay. Dave, you can do that because I can use the absorb elements thing.
You'll take half your effective blows. Right. So, for the guys that are attacking you, that'll be 3d6.
Wait, I rolled 3d6?
No,
No.
they're rolling 3d6. So they don't add any pluses to this because they're not particularly strong. But you take 8 damage for the 2 attacks.
Okay.
Which, to be fair, is honestly relatively good compared to what they could have done. Oh fuck this! I'm just gonna copy this. Just change fucking numbers. Over a minute.
Alright, I'm gonna scan real quick while we play.
Cool. That is that's that section done. However, there's still a few left. So 2 of them are gonna make melee attacks against dwarf. Well, no dwarf boy, gnome boy. Neither of them hit. I'm pretty sure one might hit, but I think Round's AC is higher than 13. I think it's 14. I might say. I'll say it doesn't hit. The other guy is going to attempt a ranged attack against the other. That also misses. So one guy is going to attempt a ranged attack against you and Canis, and one is going to attempt a melee attack. Melee attack rolled a 6, that misses. Ranged attack rolled a 10, but that doesn't hit either. And finally, the last guy is going to attack Carcass at range as well. He rolled a 22, so he definitely hits. He does 1d4 piercing. Shit, where's my d4? Oh, there it is. He does 4 piercing damage and 1d6 fire damage. So he does 7 damage total to Carcass. I don't think Carcass has anything that negates that enemy, so I'm just going to put him down 19. Don't know if Connell can hear me, but right, that is their turn. Dave, is your turn.
Right. So you're going to absorb elements. Is that right? Okay.
Oh wait, oh no, right, sorry. I forgot you already took damage, Shawnee. Just get my computer plugged in and set it up. Cool.
What I could do is shatter on you and then shatter right here as well and then hit 8 total, which is pretty decent. Okay.
Oh, sorry, were you gonna? Sorry,
yeah,
were you hitting there as well?
I'm gonna shatter. I'm gonna shatter on top of Shawnee, and I'm gonna shatter right here. So
there, right? Okay.
So I'm hitting these 2 and these 2, but not me and Rowan.
Sure. Cool.
Just tell me what I need to roll.
Right. So I think I just rolled damage. And
yeah, I think you roll a. Shit, it's either a con or a dex save. 2 seconds.
It is a con.
So you roll a con and they all roll con, so fuck, I need to make 8 con. I'm not rolling this physically. I'm not fucking doing it. 2 seconds. What is their con? It's no good. Well, it's no bad, but it's no great. They've got nothing really added onto this.
By the way, I'm quick in spelling to cast it twice.
Yeah, cool. I thought that'd be the case.
This actually works in my favor if you don't kill them. Like
8d20 plus 1.
Right, I'll do the 12 on Shawnee and the 15 on the ones close to me.
One rolled a nat 20. So that one's completely fine. Right, I'll say that the first. So sorry. So what damage?
Four fail, 4 succeed.
Cool. I'm saying that the first 4 rolls, I'd say the guys near Shawnee. The second 4 rolls, well, fuck, the other are the ones that succeed too. Oh wait, no, they're no, because the 12 doesn't succeed, didn't it? No, that'd be 13. No. So the first 4 are the guys next to Shawnee. The other 4 are the guys next to you and. So I'm saying this guy.
What did I take?
You took 7 damage. I've taken it off your account. So like your account. I've taken it off your RuneScape account.
So I'll take it. I'll take it off.
I'll say this guy
PDF.
here. He's the one that takes half. And this guy here, since he was the closest, well, 3 of them are close, but I'll say he takes the full damage. Fuck. God damn it, I'm needing to do fucking maths here. Pinners. Right. Oh shit, I fucked up. Shouldn't have done that. Cool.
I fucked up. You fucked up. We all are big fuck ups.
Cool. Right, so that's. Oh crap! Right, there's so many fucking things on screen that I'm starting to lose track of shit. Right, okay, I think I've
take
got
your
it now.
time.
So it's 12 that Shawnee's get. Well, no, I know Shawnee's not really getting hit with 12, but that's the damage that she's taking. Have you rolled your con save?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
you need to roll. You need to roll as well to see if you succeed. Because if you succeed, then you'll take half. But if no, then you take full.
Con.
One of the guys, I think, was one of the ones that already hit.
Yeah, one of them had my hunter's mark thing on it.
But did you roll damage for Hunter's Mark? I don't think you
Oh
did.
shit, no, I didn't.
Roll it now, like, because that might make a difference here.
Right, hang on. So this is the
'Cause
D.
I
This is the
think
con save.
it was that guy. Right,
And
cool.
then it
So
was
take half, so you take 6.
it was a 1d6 of damage, I think, for
Yeah. If you roll, just roll a d6.
so only 2, but
Cool. He did 10 damage the first time, so that brings him down to that. He was the one I said succeeded. But he takes 12, so that's right, he's very low. Cool. Right, the other 2, the guys up top, that's fine. No, right, okay. I've got track here. Thank fuck. This is he goes down that. The other 3 are on the exact same amount of health. They look about as bad as the other guy was just before the shatter, pretty much. The other guy's, I'll say that guy, he takes the same amount. And then the others take, oh I mean, no, he took 15. So it looks a bit worse than that. Cool. And then the rest take half, so that's 7. Cool. Right. 2 of them, explicitly these 2. These guys here. They're still at full health, but everybody else is at least partially damaged. Some look better than others. This guy he's still relatively okay, but everybody else is decently winded at this point. The worst are the one you attacked, Shawnee, and fuck, I've lost track of you, who spined level 7. I think that's that's spined level 7. Cool. So the pair of them are the worst. Right, that's Dave's turn. Fuck me. that was a fucking pain. That. Johnny, it's back to you.
me.
Yes. Oh wait, sorry. Did we agree who's going first? At you and Connell?
It's fine.
I'm not fast, so whatever works better.
So I've got an idea, and that I'm probably on a list for now. So this better work.
You want to go first then, or you want to?
I want to go first because
Right, cool. Right,
I'll do it.
I'll put Shawnee after you then.
Oh wait, What damage was I supposed to take from the shatter?
It was halved, so you were meant to take 6 thunder.
6.
Well, it was 6 thunder, but then you're halving it with absorb elements anyway, so
So
you're actually taking 3.
3, yeah.
Aye. So you only took 3 damage there, which is
Pretty
actually
solid. Yeah.
Sorry, I
that's
forgot to do
decent.
that part.
That's the thing about tanks, you just throw them into the fray and then you're like, fireball, and then they're like, aye, sure, whatever.
See this thing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a big rock.
It's a big rock.
Yes.
A big old rock.
Other people have thunder moves, don't they? Well, not thunder moves, sorry, lightning moves.
I have one.
Well, I don't know what you're getting at here.
No, I'm just thinking as a wee setup.
Are you thinking about shattering the rock? In which case, I'd say probably no.
No, just double checking that was rock. This is a 3, isn't it?
Are you trying to make trying to make a lightning rod? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna do a distraction anyway. I was gonna use. Let's see, what's it called again?
Not bad.
Let's see. Now, what's this thing called again? Fuck. What? I've lost the spell because I've clicked off it by mistake.
Oh,
Major
you fucking
damage.
banger! I forgot to roll. Oh no, I did roll for rounds. You just rolled on that one.
Can I use major image
Right.
of something in the tree branches? That something will be a very sexy, gender neutral spined devil. And
Right.
and it's just like waving it's just like waving a wee like handkerchief thing going, come over here guys.
Fortunately, it doesn't make noise. And this is where the problem comes into play because it's major damage. Aye, it works.
Oh my god.
Problem is they're all looking away for that direction.
It does make noise. I can have it make noise.
Well, you can have it. Wait, 2 seconds. Double check. Because I thought major damage you can only do 1 into. I
I'm
could be
pretty sure
right.
it said I can make noise with it.
Wait.
Yeah, I can have it make sounds.
Oh no, it can. Including smells, temperature as well. No, you can.
Oh,
Right, so
a very strong, pungent smell.
And you can actually choose to move it to any other spot. So, alright, fair enough. Okay, right.
So, and remember, Mason, it's very sexy, it's very alluring, kind of like a siren, but a spined devil siren. And I may have opened an incognito tab, and trying to get visual representation, and
right.
that's why I'm probably on the
I'm
list.
I'm just gonna have them do this right now. So it's fucking 12 investigation checks, but they're shit at investigation, so it's just 12 d20s basically. Right, what do they need to be? I'm gonna treat it as your spell save, to be honest.
As my spell save.
Yeah.
What's my spell save? Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence. Is it wisdom?
No, it'll be charisma. So it'll be a wisdom. Like it's technically a wisdom save, but it's like investigation to see if it's really no.
So my charisma save is 6. Plus 6.
Plus 6, so that's 14. So they need to be a 14. Okay.
That's that fucking.
Right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. I made a fuck up in the previous roll, but I'm going to treat it as thing. One of them rolled a nat 20, I took the damage off, but fuck it, he's still. I'm just going to say he takes damage, fuck it. I'll give him a bonus later on somehow. So 2 14s, 17, a 20, and a 16. So 5 succeed. The rest all fail. Right. I'm saying that the 4 closest they're distracted. Is there a way I can put on? Fuck, I need to do this individually. That's a pain in the arse.
Can you not just say it? Don't make labour for yourself if they're gonna die soon.
Well, I guess it's just so like, I know which ones are like distracted bit.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm saying right, these 6. I'll say the 6 closest. So well, the 6 in this so here, and then that one. They're distracted. 5 succeeded, so there's one more. I'm saying this guy here, the guy that was attacking you previously, he's also distracted. So it's not a case that they'll no go for you, but it's a case that at least I'm saying that if they were to attempt to attack again, it'll be disadvantage, at least for right now. It'll be disadvantage until they're able to discern if it's bullshit or not. Alright, okay. Hello, Sav. Well, I should say hello, Sav. There you go. Alright, so I'll say that the 7 of them, if they attempt to attack, they'll have disadvantage on the hit. The other 5, they did succeed, so they'll just be normal to hit, basically. And it'll be an action of theirs. It's not a case like they'll need to roll again. Well, they will need to roll again, but it'll be an action for them to attempt to roll again to see if they see through the illusion. Right. Is that your turn? Do you want to do anything else? Or?
I'm gonna walk over here, and then we're gonna take a wee slash at this cunt.
All right.
All right. That's one that's not distracted, isn't it?
Yeah. No, sorry, he is, but like, if he was to attempt to, he can retaliate. Like, well, he can retaliate in his turn, but he'll have disadvantage to do it because he's still kind of. Hello, Sab. I love how Sab had computer issues and yet she's still here before.
Has Ryan responded to my weird noises yet? No, she hasn't.
I don't know if she's fucking responded to my message and I tagged her on it. She said to me that she was working one day, but she finished early. But
right,
I don't know. I don't know what day that was, but she said she could probably make both days, and I didn't hear anything otherwise. So I was like, alright, cool.
Like you could make your targets.
right.
A 9 unfortunately does not hang on.
Yeah. I've been getting shite rolls because I'm not using D&D Beyond.
Right, so that's Connor's turn. Shawnee's turn.
Cool.
You're actually nearly up, Sab, by the way. It'll be your turn.
Right, that's fine. I'm here. I'm just putting a curtain up for now. Listening.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go for whatever one had the hunter's mark on it again, because I've got the D6 from that and the D6 from the absorb element.
I probably should have put it as the own, but fuck's sake, did you really draw tits in the trees? Right, it's this guy here. It's a guy diagonally right next to him.
Cool. Can I, like, attempt to hit him, and then depending on how that goes, use my attack either on him again or somebody else?
Well, you could just roll 1d20, and then if it hits and does enough damage, then yeah. Well, I mean, if you do hit them, you're gonna kill them because of if you do hit this one specifically, you're gonna kill it because it doesn't have much health left, and you do enough damage anyway. So if you roll for the first one, see if it hits. If it doesn't, then I'll kill you, and then you can roll again. So it'll be 1d8 plus 1d20 plus 8.
Oh, fuck.
That hits. So roll for damage for posterity, but you do kill it because you do enough damage to kill it
anyway. What was my damage again?
1d8 plus 7.
I mean, that's kind of doesn't matter. The curtain's just there just to kind of hide me, basically.
And then I've got the 2d6 as well, because I've got the d6 from.
I thought it was just 1d6.
I've got 1d6 from the absorb elements as well.
Oh yes, because because like you absorb it and then you put it back at the
Yeah.
Now you get to 2d6. As bonus action, you can transfer the hunter's mark to another guy as well.
Yep.
So right, that one's definitely fucking dead though.
Awesome.
Cool.
Who's looking the shittest?
What's after him? They're all looking equally as bad.
All looking equally as bad. Cool.
Yeah, they're relatively heavily wounded each of them. You could kill them in one hit. Pretty much each of them, to be honest.
Okay. I'll just go for the one at the kind of top then.
Sure. So that's the guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
And then so it's the 20 plus 8 again.
Yeah. No, not fine. I do hit again. So it's 1d8 plus 7 plus 1d6.
Point.
And then you can try. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't transfer Hunter's Mark again.
Oh, I don't only get it to. Oh, dang it. Oh well. So 1d8
So,
plus what?
So 1d8 plus 7 and then plus 1d6. In fact, actually, just to make sure that I'm not making that up, I'm pretty sure it is a bonus action transfer.
It is.
I think
On,
so, yeah.
on the turn that you killed the last one.
Yeah, you can use. Okay.
1d8 plus 7. And then 1d6.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it drops though.
No.
It does say you can also date on
Oh, wait, that's a
subsequent
D4.
turns. So
That was a
I think
D4, not a D6.
I think it's technically meant to be subsequent turns, but I'm willing to say you can date on your own turn if you want to sacrifice a bonus action. But you can transfer it to another guy on the next turn, because it does say subsequent turns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you dealt.
I accidentally rolled a D4, just ignore that one.
Did you roll? Did you roll your D8 again though? Oh shit, you rolled that.
Yeah.
You did. You get a
I
one.
got in
Okay.
that one.
Well, you did kill him anyway. You did enough damage to kill him. So I'm saying that's that guy. Get rid of him. Cool. So that's him. No bother. Sab, it's your turn. Fuck, this has gone back to the old days of like where a turn takes about fucking half an hour. Or more than that, it's taking about fucking 40 minutes just to get through it. Mainly because of the amount of fucking guys here. It's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
There's loads of them. Right, so am I facing one?
Yes.
I'll attack that one then.
You've hit both of them with a javelin, I'd said. The guy in front of you is the one that's taking less damage at the two.
Okay, and am I raging?
Yes, I made sure that you were raging already.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, like
Most
javelins don't
important.
add rage damage, but you've got your great axe now, I'd say so. And they are in front of you, so.
Right, okay. So I'll go for the guy that's got more health
Yep, that's the guy directly in front of you.
in front of me, so I'll go for him. So roll d20 plus 7. Wait. That's end. Oh,
Yep, definitely
okay.
hits.
With 2 hits into it, usually.
Well, I mean, it's possible that you could kill this guy in a single hit. You might know.
Right.
In
Well, that.
fact,
Yeah, well, I'll
fuck
try
it. That's right.
using-
Actually, just roll your second attack, right? And if you do enough on the first attack, then it'll just transfer the damage onto the other guy.
Yeah,
I'll treat
right,
it that way
perfect.
because it's simpler that way. Right. Okay. I did. Both definitely have.
1, 12.
Oof.
No, it's more than that, isn't it? Because you got a +4 because that's your strength. Then it's a
Oh, it's plus 6.
+1.
Plus 6 is meant to be.
No. It's something more than that because you've got a +1 weapon. Remember, I think it's 7 you do.
So I've got my great axe. It's got a +1. I've got a great axe and I've got a great axe +1.
I'm assuming you'll be using the great axe +1. Because
Yeah,
you don't actually have a great axe now, like a normal great axe, because you upgraded that one, so you can just get rid of it.
Delete that in. Right, okay.
Your rage damage, is still +2. It doesn't go up until 9th level, but it is actually +7. So you actually did 19, which is exactly what you needed to kill him.
Oh, amazing.
He actually had 19 health left. So in the case of your second attack, that'll be on the other guy. So really, it's a D12 +7. You roll.
D12 +7.
Mainly like the main crew, which
15.
You also kill him as well. He had 14 health left. So he's gone
Nice.
as well. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'll delete them. Yep, gone. Okay. Right. Is that your turn then? Yeah. No, you still have your movement if you'd like to do that. I mean, you can't attack again, obviously, but you do have your movement.
I'll move over to wee guy.
Cool.
Or this guy.
Cool. He's one of the two that has not been damaged, although he has been distracted by a sexy spine devil Connell, what the fuck?
Oh.
And the trees, that's
Ooh.
why he's drawing tits, but they look like eyeballs staring off into the distance. I said it looks like a pair of eyeballs staring off into the distance, which is probably what the fucking confused ones are trying to do. They're trying to look down on the ground. So he's one of the two that's not been hit yet. He's okay.
Okay.
Right, so that's Sab's turn. It's Lulu's turn. Lulu is going to float up to assistant Canis, I guess. Going to tusk. Fuck, she actually hit.
Yes, come on,
She
Lulu.
did. She got 19, I think. Wait, 2 seconds. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's just a D6 she rolls, but I want to double check. Fuck off. That's not what I'm asking. It's a D6. But it is magical, so it's fine. That guy was one of the ones that succeeded. No, he's looking decently bad. He's not quite half yet, but he is looking quite hot. Rowan, not here yet, so fuck it.
She's no gonna be here.
Probably no. Fuck. I can't remember the fucking spells.
Did you listen to your messages yet?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have a wee look just in case. No, she's not.
I'm just gonna say she turns into a fucking wolf. Easy, right? So didn't get in today really with her first turn, but she's a wolf now. So
Alright, I can't do it in that. I need to open up the
right.
actual app.
Such a blocker. My God.
Right,
Isn't
okay,
D&D?
it's back to the Spine Devils. So she is now a wolf. Is there a token that I can put on for a wolf? In fact, fuck it, it's 11 temp HP. No, you motherfucker! I didn't click the game because I accidentally clicked the back button. Fuck. It's 11 hit points. Cool. Now I need to load all this fucking mapping again. God damn, it's so fucking big. Right, it's got 11 temp hit points. It's Spine Devil's turn. They're just going to attempt the same thing, pretty much.
You're literally about to drop a sick rat. Like
this guy is going to attempt to shoot Ingrid, but he's got disadvantage because he's distracted by non-binary titties.
Non-binary titties.
Well, he rolled a nat one, but just in the off chance, I'm going to roll again to see if he gets a double nat one, in which case I'm going to really fuck him up.
Put my camera on.
He didn't roll a double nat one.
It's a riot, just gonna bear in mind.
Sorry.
Gaff.
He rolled a 4. I think
leave us hoodie you're wearing.
yeah, looks
I think
like
he potentially just falls.
Yeah.
He can fall prone here. Slipped. Must make a successful. He didn't make a successful, so he just falls prone immediately. Just like kind of falls out there. He's too distracted by the titties.
Titties.
So he's prone. So it's
wow.
Oh yeah, Ethernet cable.
Oh dear.
fuck no.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure.
Did I not
right.
build that with Wi-Fi in it?
Then other two guys are going to take a swipe at you, Shawnee, but
yeah, it does have
both have
Wi-Fi, but
disadvantage.
because the Wi-Fi doesn't come from a
13
concrete
doesn't
wall,
hit you, doesn't it? No.
I've got an Ethernet cable, so that will be
Cool.
super fast.
15
15.
unfortunately does though.
Yes.
So aye, hits you with fork. He does 1 damage.
Oh.
You take 1 damage.
No
Not
damage.
complaining.
So that's all the guys that had disadvantage. 2 of them are going to attack Brown and Wolf form in melee. 1 misses, 1 hits. He rolls a d6 as well. That's 5 damage, but she's in our wolf form, so that's fine. So that's 6. Cool. These 2 guys here and here are going to take pot shots at you and Canis because of the shatter, and the other guy's going to attack you in melee. So
fantastic.
4 and a 17, so well, that's 19. So one of them has ranged. Melee guy rolled a 2, so he misses. So the guy at ranged hits. Well, you're resistant to fire damage, so you're.
Yep.
So you take 5 piercing, and you take 1. It was 2 halved, so you take one fire damage, take 6 damage total.
6. Okay.
That is the Spine Devil's turn. It's your turn, Dave.
Okay. I think I might just double shatter again, but right on top of these 4 guys.
What?
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 You gonna what? Shatter. Gonna make them really tired.
I said double shot.
Oh, fuck
I'm
'em.
like, what?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
pissed
double
in front of somebody you don't get- I'm
double
sorry,
shot
you
on
don't
them.
get to say that. You pissed in front of somebody, right?
Disgusting.
You have fucking grip.
But that was last time. We're over it. It's done.
No, I'm not fucking on it because I get quoted 3 times because of it. Right, so.
Oh, that was a good one. A bad one, then a good one.
Fair enough. I mean, even if they do succeed, they basically need to roll a nat 20 in order to survive this, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, can they survive?
Well, even if the second one's halved
No,
and the first one's halved.
Two of them could actually survive this if they succeed both.
Right. Okay.
They'll have 1 hit point left, but if they succeed both, they could live. So that
No
would
way.
be
No way.
that would be this guy here and this guy here if they succeed. So I'm gonna just to make it easy. The first 2 rolls I'll say are the guys that are heavily wounded, so they're probably gonna die anyhow. But I'm just if they roll in at 20, they'll survive probably. 3 and a 4. So that's a 4 and a 5. They both fail. I'll roll. That's the first one, though, so they both take 7. In which case,
Hello.
one of them just straight up dies. This guy here dies. They'll just remove him. He dies after the first shot. The other guy is heavily wounded, so he needs a nat 20 in order to live. I'll just roll for him again and see if he gets a nat 20. He succeeded. He rolled an 18, but he still dies anyway because you roll fucking 22, so he still takes 11. He's gone as well. Right, the other 2 guys, see if they succeed. Well, they don't succeed in the first one. Neither of them do, so they both take 7. That puts them down to 8 each. Okay. They need a nat 20 both in order to survive this, so you might take them both out. One of them rolled a nat 1.
He's
I mean, it
dead.
doesn't matter because they're fucking dead anyway.
He's dead.
The other guy rolled other guy rolled an 11,
What
but
are
they both had 8 health left, so they're both dead.
Yes. Come on.
So these guys here, the 2 in the middle of that ping, they're still okay, but the others are all quite heavily wounded at this point. Only 5 left. Wait,
4 left.
only 4 left.
Nice.
Where actually
I
are
forgot
we?
to get rid of one of the weaker ones earlier on.
We climbed down the chains from Elturel into actual Avernus, which is the actual hell. So we're now no longer floating above it in the city. We're now actually in hell.
So there's a
In hell.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I'll be cameras on.
It's like a massive battle going on, pretty much.
Okay, it's off.
No.
It's off now.
Righto, it is Connell's turn.
Oh, it's okay. Oh,
Never.
Let's see, my turn. No,
sorry.
momento turn, no.
Bit short, but
I saunter up to this guy.
Right. He is prone, so.
He is prone.
He's not injured in any way, but he flubbed the roll
He
against Ingrid because he was too busy stealing the dice.
See, Teddy's does that to someone.
Won that one, so and then he fucked up the dex check.
So what am I
good day.
rolling? Roll D20 plus
Well,
6.
2d20.
2D20.
They have advantage to happen since he's prone.
So let's roll 2D20.
Well, no, you only need to roll another one because you already rolled the first d20.
I think I hit him.
Aye, 23 definitely. So I roll for damage. Is your rapier magical?
No, it's not. It can be, if you so believe.
You need to get a silvered weapon, man. For fuck's sake, you're level 6. Well, there is a place you could potentially get silvered weapons or +1 magical weapons. So,
Just do
unfortunately,
half damage.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't have it. Like, just roll your damage and I'll have it. But
Hat in a box. Three damage. Why do you look so confused, Mason?
Well, I mean, it did work, but I was just like, I've never seen somebody do that before because I just usually half it anyway. But all right.
Work smarter, not harder.
No, but it's just easier to type. I mean, like that's just fucking mere effort in my opinion. I don't just go, alright, 6-3, done. I try to keep my fucking brain active with arithmetic rather than try to figure out fucking symbols. I guess that's one way to keep your brain active. Just different. Cool, right, so he takes 3.
Yeah, I also whisper in his ear, "Ooh, you're a simp! Ooh, look what that's got you."
So is that your vicious mockery?
Yeah.
Right, what is their wisdom? The wisdom's alright. 2 seconds. He rolled on that one, so it's no fucking okay. He's already prone. I don't usually do this, but I'm just gonna say for the ease that he'll take double damage for this because they're no double. Are they? They're no resistant to psychic.
So I just do double damage. I don't do like 4d4.
No, that's what I was meaning. Sorry, like you roll roll double. So
Okay,
I know
so
I don't usually do that, but like I try if they get an at one round, just they take double. They get a status applied on him. He's already fucking prone, so fuck it. He's looking quite poorly at this point. So like the stab didn't hurt him that much, but you calling him a simp after he's kind of still staring at the titties and he's like trying to shake his teeth clean.
A deep emotional wound.
He's just he's trying to save up soul coins to spend on our OnlyFans, but he just doesn't have.
I told you, bird.
Oh man.
I've got a visual aid if you want.
Oh dear.
Do you want the visual aid?
I think I have to know out of curiosity.
Christ. Please put it in group 2 secrets. Don't fucking put it in like group 1 secrets. Oh my god.
I can't see group 1 secrets.
Oh, true. Dave does, but Dave, do not fucking put this in group 1 secrets. For fuck's sake. What is this?
Oh my god. Alright.
Yeah, I'm definitely on some list.
That's certainly not a spine devil, but alright. I mean, I guess that's a spine devil would just create a fucking tiefling or us. That would be what are they called? Cambions. That would be a cambion, I'm saying.
I do have like a kind of spine devil one, but
why the fuck are her horns
so massive? It's not as juicy. Because the horn is so massive for her.
Wow.
I thought you would have just went with horny, but okay.
That's the closest I could get to a spine devil.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Spoiler.
Basically just right, I'm not going to say that. That would 100% be a quotable hanging on the fucking saying it. I am not saying it. Right, okay, we'll fucking continue. Right, well, you thought it quite badly with that. Shawnee, back to you. You're still surrounded by two simps here.
Cool. Just the one in actually fucking either one of them, it doesn't really matter, does it? Just see what I can hit. It was D20 plus 8?
Yeah.
Feels wrong to roll that, but yeah.
Unfortunately, it does not hit. You just miss again.
Second one? That one.
Second one does hit though. Just to check which guy you're attacking because they have different health values.
Either or, just one in front of me. Like to the
right, fair enough.
Right.
That's a guy that's worse.
Okay, cool.
I mean, there wasn't a massive difference, but though he is like the guy to the south. He's doing slightly better than the other guy.
Cool.
Right, so.
And it's just the D8.
D8 plus 7.
D8 plus 7.
Cool. Once again, 10 is exactly what you needed to kill. Oh shit! I kicked on a different thing now. You killed him. Well.
We've had some good luck.
I know, absolute dream team.
Bother. So he's dealt with. Still got one left there. Is that your turn? Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Lulu's. Lulu's going to swing by and attempt to help the wolf. Once again, she hit. What the fuck? Okay. She rolled a 4. That guy was sitting at full health, so he's now slightly winded by her tusks. Lulu's turn. Nomio is in wolf form, going to attempt to bite into. Yeah, going to attempt to bite into the guy. So +4 to hit. It's gonna be 20. Okay, so definitely hits. He needs to roll a strength save to see if he gets knocked prone. They have fuck all strength. I believe it's an 11 he needed. Yep, and he failed. Cool. He is now prone. 2 seconds. Shit, where is it? How many fucking symbols? The fuck is it? I just clicked on it like 10 minutes ago. There we go. Right, and he takes 2d4 plus 2 damage, so it's 3, 1, so it takes 6 damage. Except her. I don't think her teeth are magical yet, so. Yeah, okay. Takes 4. Right. And he's not prone as well. Right, finds Devil's turns. These guys are gonna get back up after getting just getting symptoms. In retaliation, he'll still have disadvantage for this, but in retaliation he's gonna attempt to bite you, Carcass, and he's gonna attempt to the other guy's gonna attempt to hit Nomio. So I'll roll.
Oh, so
I'll
the
roll.
simp's finally doing something.
Yeah. Well, he was attempting to do something for the last wee while, just kept fucking up. He's gonna attempt to hit you.
What a fucking simp, am I right?
Well, you're lucky because he definitely would have hit you if it wasn't for disadvantage. He rolled a 10 with disadvantage. So he misses. Other guy misses Nomio, and finally, last guy attempts to attack Nara. Also misses. Rolled a 6. So, Spine Devils are kind of flubbing at this point. Dave, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'll just move up here. Eldritch Blast, the one closest, to be honest.
Yep. He's the healthiest at the bunch so far.
Okay, I'll do it anyway.
There's no major difference, but you know, just what you mentioned. Oh, he's probably fucking dead.
He's absolutely dead.
I'd be surprised. Yeah, nice. If you hadn't critted, then he probably would have lived. But
yeah, he would have lived.
In fact, actually, he would have barely lived, but he would have survived. Yep, he is. He just kind of it impacts some center mass, but then it like the force of the energy just ripples out, and he just effectively explodes in a sea of light.
We're leveling up like pretty much right after this, aren't we? I can just let it quick and spell
it's
again.
When you get to like Fort Knucklebone, which isn't particularly far away, there is 2 rolls I need to make. Well, it depends on what.
Come on,
Nice.
let's fucking go right.
Right. So what one are you attacking again? Like,
just the one next to Connell.
Cool. Right. So you're probably gonna kill him too, unless you.
Yeah.
There is a way you could survive, but you need to roll all ones.
All ones.
He had 9 health, so if you rolled 1 and all of them, he was survived 1 hit point. But didn't matter. That's overkill. He did again. Well, to be fair, I guess that makes up for getting the 2 nat 1s earlier on.
I know, true. I
20s
started off with 2 nat 1s, so 2 nat 20s back to back's good.
He's dealt with as well. Kind of the same thing, like you're blasting, packs some center mass, and then explodes in green light.
Nice.
The last guy looks back at the pit fiend, and he's like tempted to run, but the second he looks at the pit fiend, he shits himself worse when he looks at her. He just turns back round. He's willing to continue, because run away he might be met with a worse fate. The pit fiend looks annoyed, but she doesn't. She's a bit more concerned with the battle right now, so she's like. For the looks there, you can't really hear her say anything over the sounds of the battle at this point, but it seems like she'll personally deal with you at a later point if she gets around to it, but right now she can't really send me her forces.
Okay.
She's a bit too preoccupied, but she's you should definitely remember some of your faces, and she's going to keep that in check for if you ever meet you again.
Fantastic.
We will remember
But
her. She's
aye,
fine.
Lovely.
battle's still continuing for a wee while. Is that your turn, Dave?
Yeah.
Cool. Connell, it's back to you.
Yes. Back to me. Who the fuck's that? Oh, this one here.
Yeah, just one left.
Yeah. I exclaim. Wait, why are we still in combat? Why is the battle music still on? Oh wait, look, there's a simp over there.
Right. Okay. Right.
Much damage does that do? 5 damage.
He did fail. Fuck's sake.
That damage for being killed a simp.
Intimidation made him fail.
Oh, 5 damage. Sorry. Yep. There.
Yeah.
Right.
Um.
Fuck's sake.
Is he dead? Oh,
No.
I'm gonna walk up next to him a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Just gonna go. Oh fuck! I need to move. Then go on. I'm like, here, bro, Josephine. Stab him.
Right. Really hit.
Is it one? Is it D8 plus, or is it D20 plus 6?
Well, D20
Yeah,
to see if you've hit first.
Yeah. That's. Is it 14 hits?
Yeah, 14 hits.
Yeah, 14
AC
hits.
was 13.
Go D8 plus 3.
7.
7.
Unfortunately, that would have killed him if it wasn't for your weapon.
So 3.5 damage, yeah.
It still takes half damage. If it was a case that
Round
if you had a
up to
magical
the
weapon, you'd have
nearest.
fucking killed him. He takes 3 damage, so he's down to that. Right. To be fair, he is looking extremely wounded at this point, though. He's absolute last legs. Shawnee.
I think we know what we're doing anyway.
No hit. May as well roll like 2d20.
Yeah.
2d20 plus 8. Yeah, like, beef hit anyway. May as well roll beef your damages, but you'll kill him in the first hit with this one. Yeah, it would actually be 2d8 plus 14, but so your total
Sorry.
damage is 20. Yes, you'd have damn near killed him in those 2 hits if he was at full health. But he's you kind of chop into him the first time and it chops into him deeply and it does like kill him, but then you decide to go for a second swing and you just eviscerate him the second time. Just cut into him so deeply that he actually splits in two.
Sounds good.
Cool. So like I said, the pit fiend does look annoyed, but she's a bit too concerned with the fight right now and attempt to win it to set more of a bind devils, considering you dealt with 12 of them. And the problem is they're permanently gone, and she's not got an infinite supply of them, so she kind of needs to. But it's considering you've dealt a blow to her, effectively, and get rid of some of her resources, and she might be punished for that. Yeah,
We'll
she
get
might be
punished for
back
that.
later on.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. I know exactly when she'll pop back up as well, by the way. I know exactly fucking when. The other group didn't get noticed by her, but she'll still pop at the same time, roughly. But I know exactly. She'll be keeping an eye out for you, so good one. Righto, well, that is combat encounter.
Awesome.
So in the case of the rest of the battle, you're able to avoid it readily. You keep away from the river Styx, but you also keep away from the actual minor skirmishes and the actual major site of the battle. And you leave the kind of shadow of El Terrell and proceed into the major wasteland. So it's another 10 miles. You need to walk the full way, but like I said, I'm going to avoid the encounters. At least for this moment. There's a bit of a different system. Actually, this is the one thing I forgot to say. You obviously have the map, and you know the locations in the map. That's a good thing for you because it does. There's a whole thing where you can potentially get lost and go to a different location.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of Fort Knucklebone, though, it's impossible not to get there because Lulu is leading you directly to it. She can literally see it. She can fly up and she knows exactly the direction she's going. But in the case of like, if you're looking at the map and just going yourself, there is a potential that you could end up in an entirely different location. You could get lost. If you do have a guide though, it's much harder to get lost. But the two rules that you need to make, rules that you need to make. Sorry. I need to double check. I know this doesn't count for Sab. It doesn't count for Shawnee, and it doesn't count for Incanis, or Ingrid, as well. Like, I swap between fucking creating like, your character names and your fucking real names.
Shawnee, Sam, I'm just known as Incanis now.
Incanis, Ingrid, and Nara. You don't roll for this. So the whole thing about there's two things, right?
But are you protected if you're evil?
Yes. No, Shawnee's no
Okay.
evil, but the whole thing about her character subclass is that she's not affected. Well, she's not affected by two things in Hell, which is exhaustion and she's treated as lawful evil for the purposes of Hell. Being any non-evil alignment actually imposes these two problems. So, the first is exhaustion, right? For every hour that you're in Hell, well, specifically travelling through Hell, it's effectively like it's a forced march because of the oppressive heat and the malevolent evil in the place. You need to make a con save at the end of each hour of travel. Now, if you're in an infernal machine, that doesn't count for you because you're not in a forced march. You're in a vehicle. But because you're no evil, Connell,
So we need
even
a Mad
though
Max
really,
car.
let's be honest, you fucking kind of should be, but you've not fucking changed it.
I was going with chaotic neutral.
Aye, that's fine. It'll be 2.5 hours, so we'll do 2 con rolls. So if you roll, oh sorry, no, that's a lie. How it works is it's a DC 10 plus 1 for however many hours you're traveling, so you need to beat a DC 12 con check. Otherwise, you'll suffer 1 level exhaustion. So roll a con save, and see what you get. If you get 12 or above, you're fine. You don't suffer a level exhaustion. It resets at. I think it resets as long as you're not really travelling. I don't think you need to do a short rest or a long rest, as long as there's no continuous travel. I think it just resets. Rowan, I'm getting punished her for this, so she's fucking getting it anyway.
So con save.
It didn't matter, she succeeded. I think she rolled a. I don't know what her con is. I think it's +2, but she rolled a 17, so she'd definitely beat it.
I think I pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely pass.
Yeah.
Right, now there's a second check you need to pass. Roll a wisdom save.
All this rolling, fuck's sake.
Rolling on
the D20.
No, it's a save. It's a 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom save.
So that's still my +2, isn't it?
What'd you get? Sorry, I'm just clicked off it.
Right. Just out. No. I haven't rolled yet, Mason. I think you're just getting a glitch where if you see a 4, that's a glitch.
Are you gonna use an inspiration or?
Actually, fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Right. Aye. In the case of Rowan, she does succeed. She wouldn't have succeeded if it wasn't a case that drows get fucking wisdom saves as a thing. But whatever. Right, you succeed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what would have happened. Right. So. Actually, no, you shouldn't have done that yet. But we'll treat that as your roll because you're going to take a long rest anyway. So basically, at the end of each long rest, when you're in Hell, you need to make a DC 10 Wisdom save for the people that aren't evil, or in the case of Shawnee, because she gets away with it. Otherwise, your alignment forcibly changes to lawful evil.
Oh.
If you do not, there is certain ways to revert it back to normal, but if you do not do that within 1d4 days, then it is permanent.
Would you permanently become evil?
So, like, you haven't taken the long rest yet, but whenever you do take your long rest, I'll treat that as your rolls. You'll no need to roll again. But obviously, the second long rest after that, And however, in the case of that one, the DC doesn't go up. It does for the exhaustion roll, but it's always a D10 for the pervasive evil. So yeah,
Come to the dark side, honestly.
there is ways to get rid of it, and you might have it possibly. I don't know if bars get that spell.
Should just be a full evil grip.
I'll get rid of it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what spell you're on about. I would like to know what spell you're on about, so I can do it in my level up.
Oh, no, you don't get it naturally, and nobody in this party would because none of you are clerics or paladins, unless you take a feat to get that spells. They spell. In fact, you can't do that because they're only level 1 spells. Fuck. So unless you're multi-class, and I think at this point, no, you would never be able to get it. Unless one of you dies and decides to become a cleric or a paladin, you're never getting that spell. In fact, I don't think the paladins would even get the spell because this ends at 15-ish, and paladins don't get that until they're like 17 or 18, so they need to be a cleric. Yeah, I guess you'll just need to deal with it. There will be like potentially ways of getting rid of it anyway. Like you could get people to cast said spell on you, but you'll need to go out your way to try and find what that is because that's out of character information. You don't know that. But yeah, you're fine for right now. You feel like something clawing at your mind, but you remain steadfast and you're kind of forthright. So that is, I'll say that's your travel. So just to so obviously you've got your map, but this is basically how it works. So this will only be for Port Knucklebone, but this will be for any other place that you decide to head to. Whoever is overseeing the navigation, I would make you roll 2 dice. Now, there's 3 different variations depending on what the case is. You would roll 2d4 if you're traveling to a place that's not been that you know is on the map, but you've not personally went to. So roll 2d4. 2d8 if you're returning to a destination you went to previously, and it would be 2d10 if a native guide is leading the characters to their destination. Now, you do have somebody that effectively is a native guide, Shawnee.
Yes.
But there will be locations that you've not been to. You will know some destinations, but others you'll never have been to. So I'll need to actually go over that personally with you at some point.
Okay.
But basically, if the rolls of both dice don't match, then you arrive at the destination as intended. But if they do match, then you wind up somewhere else, and I get to pick wherever the fuck you go. I'm not even going to roll randomly. I'm just going to go done. pick a fucking spot on the map, and you'll deal with it. Right.
Cool.
Cool. I'll wait until Connell's back, and I know Sab's just came back in, so I'll wait until he's back before I describe the place. But you have arrived at Fort Knucklebone. So effectively, like when I finish this sentence, you'll officially level up. Cool. So a fortified compound sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocked landscape. At the centre of the compound is a hill of rust-coloured stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bones, and metal debris surrounds this hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse atop which stands a half dozen small figures on watch. So at a distance, it's kind of hard to exactly see, but with your half elf eyes, what do your elf eyes see, Connell? You can make them out to be about 3 or so foot tall. The figures. So they're when you say small, they're quite small. But in terms of like what race they are, what creature they are, whether they're fiend or humanoid or anything like that is kind of impossible to tell. You can't tell that for a distance. You can just tell that they're quite small.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to swap your character sheets for the level up. Sam, were you there last time?
What do you mean, last session?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye, so you did level up, cool. Right, good.
Yeah.
I did mention that to you.
Just say you're level 7.
Aye, you're level 7. So your thing is that fuck, what did barbarians get again? I actually just read it earlier on the day. Well, not even earlier on the day. I literally read it like fucking hour ago. you get Feral Instinct, so your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. Additionally, if you're surprised at the beginning of combat and are incapacitated, you can act normally in your first turn, but only if you enter your rage before doing anything else in that turn. So basically, at the start of combat, you can go. Well, if you're surprised at the beginning of combat, you can just go I rage, and then you just get a normal turn, so you don't really get surprised. Effectively.
Right. Okay. Fine.
What happens health-wise once we've leveled up?
So it depends on what you want to do, right? There's two ways of doing it. You can either roll. In your case, it's a D10 because you're a ranger. You either roll a D10 and add your con, or you can just take the average of the roll. So in your case, the average of the D10 would be 6. So you can either do a 6 plus con, or you can roll plus con. Problem is, if you roll, you could get worse. If it's a 1, I would say I would allow you to reroll again. But if it's a 2 or whatever, then you're keeping the roll.
I'll just do the 6
The
plus
average.
con.
Cool.
That's easier.
Aye. Fair enough. I like to live on the edge, so I tend to roll for it. Because I tend to get fucking lucky, but sometimes I've no. Because the last time I rolled a fucking 1 and I was raging.
But I take it it's just the 14, not the 14 plus 2 on the con.
No, it's a +2. Like the 14 you ignore. Like that's your
Right, so plus 2.
So it's you get 8 hit points. So it's 6 plus 2. It's
Cool.
the modifier that you add on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings me up to 40 then.
Wait, 40.
I was at 32 health.
Oh
What?
wait, no wait. Oh sorry. Wait, no, wait, what? You talking about your maximum?
I was meaning like when
Oh,
we
yeah.
level up, does anything happen to the health that we've like, because we're obviously lower health and I don't know.
Do you just go to max when
actually-
you level?
You've been decreasing your health for a while, by the way.
Huh?
On your character sheet, it says your max is 71.
What?
So your
That's-
your maximum should be 79 now.
Well, yeah. She's on level.
Oh wait, no, you already leveled up. You already put your health up. You had 71.
Yeah, I
Your
was
max is
meaning
71.
like because we've been in battle, so like does our health
Right,
change or does it just stay?
no, that does go up as well. Fuck. Right, sorry. Aye.
That was
I was
literally
like-
what I was meaning. Sorry.
But, but the thing is, I've just noticed you've been decreasing your health for a while because you've
The
not been
word
at 50.
is
You've been at,
the word is
been at
heal.
technically
Do
you're
we
at,
heal?
yeah,
Sorry,
no,
Mason.
that's not what I'm meaning. I'm talking about like her max health.
No, I'm saying to Shawnee. He could have
Aye.
said, "Do we heal?"
Right, I'll just put your max up to 71. I think I've been copying it for a while ago, but your max is 71. I think you must have been on 63, but effectively you've no leveled up for a while. You've had abilities, but your health's been shit. Right, so the rest of these, please put your max up on your thing, because I don't want to fucking change it. Rounds,
Max.
I don't know what rounds would have been. I think our cons +2. I think she'll go up to 52. I think I'll put it to 52 right now, but I'm not certain on that. I'll need to
So
have
mine for now is 68. Is that right?
yours. Are you taking the average?
You guys have so much health.
I've got 58.
Because you
So
Wow.
7. No, it wouldn't be that because it's no 13. Yours is. Well, wait. Did you roll for it? If it is, then possibly.
Wait,
Did you take the
was
average or did you roll for it? Because like if you're taking the average, then it's 7 for you. It's 7 plus your con, which would be 9. So that would actually be 64. Or did you roll
Wait,
for it? In
no.
which case, did you get an 11? Or did you roll
Wait, no, I'm confused. So what are we doing for now?
Right.
Oh,
I
no.
thought you'd already leveled up. Because like everybody was leveling up at the end of last session, just but keep a
Yeah,
separate
so
character sheet.
on my character sheet, it says I'm level 7.
Yeah.
So I take my hit points will just like automatically will just increase with when I level up on the character sheet.
Yes, aye. But I
Okay,
think
okay,
you
that's
must have
fine.
rolled then, in which case you rolled an 11 plus 2. If you've got 68.
Alright, I don't.
It automatically
Really?
rolls, I think, though, when you upgrade, when you level up.
I think so. Yeah.
Is this Aurora you're using?
Yeah.
I'm using
Oh no, I'm
Aurora.
D&D Beyond.
That'll be why. Right, okay, in that case, it's
Well,
60.
D&D Beyond, does it not do it automatically as well?
It does, but
Yeah,
that's only if you fixed it.
Was it?
But
Right.
fixed is different. It doesn't roll it for you. It just does your fixed value. But there's some fucky things about Aurora. It does actually tend to roll it rather than just a fixed. Fixed just takes the average, so it's either if you're a D6, it takes 4. If you're a D8, it's 5. D10, 6. D12, 7. But
So it's all the same. Just as long as your health goes up by 8 or 10
in
or
this
something.
case, I think it's actually rolled it rather than so I 60 then. I'll change your max. You can change your max yourself, but see the.
Oh, I could have just had one more point. Feels bad.
69.
I know. Ingrid could have had one more point and then been the ultimate degenerate.
I think she deserves it.
No,
The
you
extra
piss.
hit point.
You still stink of piss. You've not cleaned yourself. You don't deserve it. Right.
They say you're in the scenario, so technically you should clean.
Still damp though. Aye.
Sir
Go on,
sweat
if
for
when
eating
you
so
come
hard.
back, if you increase your health as well, because I'm not sure what yours is. It'll be 5 plus something if you're taking fixed, but I don't know if you rolled already. In fact, you probably did because you leveled it last session. Bye.
Is there a map for Knuckle Place?
No. It's actually, well, shit can occur. In which case, I'll probably just use this battle map again, but I'm going to treat this as Theatre of the Mind again.
Okay.
But there isn't actually a battle map for this. There is stuff that can happen here though, but this is merely a kind of RP thing rather than a fight.
Mason, how was your party?
It was good. Except until someone spewed an absolute fucking belter, they didn't get to the toilet because one of my mates was already doing a piss in there. So they spewed an absolute belter. All the boys, all the flare, and some of it seeped into the bathroom under the door. So my mate who was doing a piss just kind of turned around and just saw that there was this black liquid creeping towards him.
We're having
No, I'm being fucking serious. Me, Andy, and my best mate James, we had to clean it up, and I was so fucking raging. I was calm at first because I was like, right, this shit happens. But then the more I saw, because I don't know how he'd done it, but it was up the wall behind them, and I still. What James said. Andy didn't see this personally. He was quite close to it, so he heard it, but he didn't see it personally. But James swore down that it was projectile vomit. It was basically that scene at The Exorcist.
Wait, who was it that was ill?
You've never met him before. It was one of my mates, Ryan. And I was like, I was so fucking disheartened. No, he wasn't one of the Spice Boys. The Spice Boys weren't there. I didn't invite them. I didn't invite them. Although, to be fair, the guys that did come, they were mates with Spice Boys, but now they've all since left that chat. I'm the only one still in it.
Right, okay, so you're better.
And they were all like that in the chat. They were all the Spice Boys were like, I may still be the next one to leave, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here to prove a point just to piss you off. Like, you fuck. So I know James and all that have fucking left that chat. They're sucking them. So
yeah, James was pretty sound. Sound guy.
I mean, James is just a nice guy. Like,
yeah.
He's coming to. I don't know if he said to you, but he's coming to. Arctic Monkeys. No, he's not coming to Vistas. Chasm's coming to Vistas, but I forgot to introduce yous and introduce Chasm to yous. So I'm like, fuck, and then I realised it later, shit. But he's coming to Vistas. Chasm. He was sitting near the couches. He was sitting in Flare, Muslim guy.
Yeah, I spoke to him for a while outside the toilet.
He's coming to Vistas as well. So, well, he's the one going to Vistas. James is coming to Red Hot Chili. Well, he's bought tickets for Red Hot Chili Peppers, but
he's like a nurse as well, wasn't he?
He's just started nursing. He went to uni for like biochemical engineering. No, sorry, it was the biochem. It's biochem to some degree, but I don't think it was engineering.
Right.
He did that, but it didn't really interest him, stuff like that. He did finish the course, but then he went back to Unity Day nursing, so he's done a kind of
it
accelerated
was
course.
something about a placement or something he's not sure about.
Yeah,
if
it's his
it's
placement.
on that
Like,
day.
I reckon he will be able to go, and he is going to try and like get it off, but there's a possibility that the placement
Get
could
it
fuck
off,
him.
like
Yeah.
no, they won't do that. They'll do
Right, fair enough. Because like I mean, he's got months before it. Like as long as he lets him. I think his first placements maybe already started actually. Or it's coming up soon. I hope he's no fucking doing placement or his birthday though. His birthday's like just before Christmas. So I'm like, fuck that piece of shit.
What year is he going to?
UWS, I think, because he did. Wait, is it UWS?
I
He went to Strathie for his first course, but yeah, I think it's the one. It's the campus that opened up in Blantyre. I think that he's gone to.
Usually they start placements like January times when students go out.
Right. I think he said December, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I know he's got his like second placement like sometime in the summer, but when it is, I don't know. But he was kind of worried that would fuck the gig. But I don't see why it would. As long as he makes them aware, I don't see it being a problem. But he'll be coming to that. Because he got his ticket on the Friday. He didn't get pre-sale, but he bought it on the Friday. Because I did make mention to him, and he was like, "Oh fuck, that's steep, but I do want to see them, so fuck it." I was like, "Fair enough." So I think he bought it like as soon as the sales opened on the Friday. I think he was buying after like 9 o'clock or something. Because like I think Andy's still got a spare ticket that he needs to get ready, and he was saying, "Oh, I can get that to James." And I was like, "No, the reason James maybe isn't coming has nothing to do with the ticket." Because he was still trying. I've already told them that, and he was still trying to give the ticket to James, and James was like, "No, I bought a ticket." I'm like, "Andy, I've told you this. Stop trying to give the ticket to him. He doesn't need it. That's the reason he maybe can't come." I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, I think Andy was a bit drunk there. He's like, "What? What?" No,
he's like,
ticket?
"No,
yeah, no, it's funny.
James was quite pushed towards the end of it. It was quite funny. Like. Oh wait, I can't say that. Andy said something to me, and it was in relation to James, and it was in relation to the situation that you know about, Dave.
Oh, right, yeah.
Aye. And he said, I can't say, but he said something to me, and I was like, aye, that's fine. We'll go along with it. And he's like, I think he doesn't know, and I'm like, no, and I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah,
I can't be fucked. But none happened anyway, so it didn't matter.
Nah, didn't think anything was.
I wasn't getting fucking like, I wasn't getting saying anyway. I was like, nah, fuck that.
Back to Manol, Mike.
Yeah, you can still hear you. If you level up, we'll put your health up, Connor.
45 it wasn't it? Yeah, so I did go. Did I say 46?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, 46.
No wait.
Also, sorry,
Are you taking the average?
No, it's 45. Sorry, what am I doing?
Are you taking the average? Aye, no, you're because your con's 1, so it'd be 5 plus 1. Yeah, aye, that's right. 45.
Yeah. It's 45. Cool.
Nah, sorry, I couldn't make it, Mason, because I was at the wedding and then just got drunk and it got late, so I was like, "There's no point."
Nah, that's fair. I thought that may be the case. To be fair, there was a lot of folk that gave me really, really shit excuses on the day. They said they
Oh,
weren't going
really?
to come, and then they were like, "Aye, we're not coming anymore." There was somebody that like I asked them like literally like 2 days prior, "Are you coming on Saturday?" And they blanked the message until the Saturday, and they were like, "Oh, aye, sorry, I was at work." And I was like, "You were at work for 2 days, and you didn't tell me. You read the fucking message within an hour, but you decided to wait 48 hours to reply to my message. Like, what the fuck?"
That's really shady.
And then they were like, "Oh, aye, sorry. It turns out I've actually got work that day, and I couldn't get it off." And I'm like, "You know you're wrote in advance. I know. I'm not saying like you couldn't get it off. That's fair, but like, you know you're wrote in advance. You gave this person like 2 days notice. You could have told me in advance, but you just didn't check, and you were fucking lazy." And I'm like, "Alright, okay." And then they were like, "Oh, I will come to the next thing definitely." I'm like, I'm probably never going to have a party like this ever again. And to be honest, I don't really know if I'm going to fucking invite you anyway. So no. You're showing yourself to be very unreliable. Fuck off.
Is that why you messaged me going, "Are you still coming?"
No, that's actually that had nothing to do with it. I was just, I was inviting. Like, I was saying that to people. I wasn't absolutely certain we're going to come or something like that. So I was like, because I know you hadn't said on the chat, but
That's just
you tend to show up anyway. But I
Yeah.
was just gonna say it in the off chance, but they're an extremely flaky person, so I was like,
Mhm.
right, fuck this.
I got my
Um,
dates mixed up.
Aye.
I thought it was this week.
Aww.
then
Another shite excuse.
I
Yeah, so
literally
you didn't
Rowan
even give it
messaged me and I was
excuse
like,
until now.
I probably should have, like, to be fair, like I probably should have maybe mentioned to you again, but
oh, it's fine. I've got a brain like a sieve, like honestly. And I haven't slept properly in about a week, so it doesn't really help.
Oh, what? How's your job going, by the way?
Haven't started it yet. The
Not
person's on
started.
holiday this week, so I start next week. But
the next
yeah,
Monday start, or is it just like what days?
next Tuesday, because they're closed on Mondays.
My new job is actually I have been doing work, but it feels like I've been doing fuck all because all I'm doing is training, and we have like a daily meeting every day of the week with the exception of Friday, and they're all like, "Oh, I've got this meeting with this client, and I'm doing this yada yada yada," and I'm like, then he's like, it doesn't say Mason, right? And I have said my name's Mason, but they don't know how to pronounce my first name, and B, when it came to the fucking email for my surname, they put double M in. So they fucked up their surname, and the problem is they can't change it because if they do, they fuck up the email.
Oh.
So I'm Fleming with double M. But he goes, Maison, and I'm like, aye, it's me. Yeah, I'm training again.
Maison?
And I was speaking to Andy today, and I was like, oh, I've got my test book and all that. And he was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? And he's like, you've done that quick. And I'm like, I thought I was being slow. I've got my test booked for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks a day.
John spent a good while before he booked his test. Yeah.
Like I think
few
it's
weeks,
still a
month.
while away. Like I've had 3 weeks of training basically. Like
Right.
I've finished the training, but I'm just revising it at this point. But I've got 2 weeks to go through it. And the thing is, as much as I'm not really working on weekends because it's a test. I'm gonna still do it on weekend. I'll no day like full day on a weekend, but I'll still like spend like an hour or two like Saturday, Sunday going through shit. But because I was like, I don't know how far I can put this back, but I thought I could maybe do the Friday, so the 3rd, but I don't want to do the Friday because
I'm not targeted.
we're obviously at the Vistas gig the day before,
You can't kill me anymore.
and I don't want to be fucking hungover, and I can't be arsed like getting up out of bed and then.
I'm flying to London the day
I've
after the
got a
Vistas
test.
gig.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. So
I think I'm
What
going
for?
down to London with Andy the Friday afterwards. I don't know if we're
Right.
going to date Thursday night or if we're doing it Friday morning, but we've got the high metric Christmas party. And it's like
Alright. Is that
proper
done now?
formal suit and tie, but then we're just staying in London for a couple of days.
Cool.
I don't know if
That's
it's all
cool.
expenses paid. It doesn't seem that way, but at the very least, like
Fuck.
summer travel costs and like our hotel costs will be paid for.
I'm flying back the Thursday night, so I miss you by like literally a day.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
But we're heading to London for a few days because the party's on the Friday, and I think we'll be coming back up on the Sunday. And there's a very good chance that I actually start with Sky on that Monday. So
Oh my god.
that'll be a fucking
Right.
hectic weekend, man. I'll be
At least
like,
it'll keep you busy.
I'll go down to fucking London Friday. Never been to London. Come back up on the Sunday, and then I'm gone. I'll be working in fucking Livingston on the Monday, possibly. I don't know if that.
Is this
If I,
is this all through work? You're going to London?
yes.
Pretty cool.
Like it's not everybody's gone, but everybody's been invited. It's up to you if you want to head down to London. I think the travel costs, like the expenses that you can claim back, are up to 100 quid. I don't know if it's maybe dependent on travel though, like because me, Andy, and like a few others are up here in Glasgow. If we get a bit more, but I don't think so. But there's been different things that I've heard. I've heard up to 100, but then Andy's heard for Dom that it's all expenses paid. So I'm like, I don't know what the fucking deal is, but I think you need to claim back expenses up to 100.
Wow.
I don't
I'll be
think it's all
claiming mine
expensive
back, I
paid.
Oh,
think.
yellow miner.
For sure.
Yeah, that's well. So are you going for like a conference or something, man?
I'm going for some like training stuff. But I'm trying to see if I can crash on someone's couch that I know down there. But we'll see. Because I would like to save on the accommodation if I can, but
I mean, I'll
knows?
probably need to forecast some money, but the thing is, like,
Yeah.
I've got my first wage at that point, and I'm not really going to spend them too much. Well, I'll obviously need to spend money on Christmas presents, but I'll not be fucking away too much money on Christmas because I'll only have like probably the New Year's Eve party, wherever that's happening.
Yeah.
Which will
Well,
probably be
John
and
and
Andy's
John
way
and
they're
Andy were
talking.
talking about that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
So aside for that, I don't think I'll really be spending much money on Christmas, like that and presents. But I don't really need to get my parents too much, so they don't really care for much shit. They'll just want fucking minor stuff. So I'm like, aye, fair enough.
You don't want to use that.
Yeah, my family's getting told to fuck off for Christmas. We're Tuscan.
For cheap presents, you can get some lovely school-made candles from the St. Enoch Centre for a low, low price of $3.50 on Sunday, the 5th of December. There's also £1.50 options that are smaller candles.
How
Will you be
much
there as well?
are you going to be there, Connell?
I will be there.
How much? If I give you money, how much would you be willing in front of your students to be spanked in the arse?
They're not my students, but they are students of the school. So
not
no.
your students.
Oh fuck. Here's the thing, I generally would have spent money just like
I get 40 grand in like 5 years' time.
Because I think I generally would have spent money to come into St. Enoch's and then just slap your ass and then go back on the train. Like, it would, because at the moment, like the look in your face, the look in
Just
their
not
face,
him.
just. Oh, but I know I could just like go up, you don't know, and then just get a ghosty slap in the ass and just walk away, and you never know it was me.
You just need to make it like enough so that all the students see.
Yeah.
And then just keep walking.
Yeah, might just walk up behind them with no DN, but do the whole like you pretend you're shagging them and then just slap their ass like that. And then folk are like, who the fuck is that? And I just like put my hoodie up, walk away. And then you just turn around, you're like, who the fuck, what? What's
He
going
just
on
looks super sketchy.
That would be funny. Anyway, right. Back to the session. You've arrived at the fort. Now you've lived up. Are you doing a long rest outside the fort, or are you gonna try and get entrance?
Well, with leveling up, do we just go to full health and stuff, or do we need to long rest?
No, you don't. You need to long rest.
Right.
You do get some of your health back, but it's basically what you already lost you get back,
right, okay.
rather than.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna treat it like you, because you've already put yourself back to full health. So fuck it.
Yeah, long rest.
Yeah, that's just long
long
rest.
I'll put you back up to.
So we're not cheating.
Oh, thank you.
So your 21 still counts. Was the 21, so that's fine. You're not exhausted, Connell, so that's fine. Right. So yes, as you approach, so you've had your long rest. As you approach the closer to the gatehouse, you see that there is 6 individuals. They've right, how the fuck do I describe these things? I'm gonna find an image because it's probably better for you to see one rather than they're like 6 kind of old looking individuals that they've got like long mustaches. They're wearing red caps, but they've got quite pointy teeth. They look like effectively it's if you were to cross a gnome with a goblin in terms of how they look. Like, they look more like a gnome, but they've got the kind of the teeth, the eyes, and the kind of claws
Right. Okay.
of a goblin, and they're all wielding
So they're like a gremlin. Like a gremlin with sharp teeth.
don't. No.
I'm talking about like I'm talking about like the old style gremlins, like the film Gremlins.
No, they don't.
No,
They don't
look.
look.
Gremlins, that's
No.
what I think of.
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Aye, that's what I think as well. They don't look like that.
Okay.
No, they
They
look
cute.
they look more humanoid than goblins.
Only Gizmo's cute.
They look like old men, basically. You're about to see an image. That's what it looks like.
Oh yikes! Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So they're all kind of.
3 seconds.
So their official designation is red cap.
Oh, they're red caps.
They are called red caps
Okay.
because they have red caps.
Hey, Santa.
So the 6 of them are kind of looking down at you, and one screams out as you approach. What's the password?
Your mama.
What? Why? Like that guy doesn't seem particularly pleased, but he's like, "Ha you get fucking done there, cunt." So what's the password? Come on, real this time.
Where's Joe?
This
Abracadabra.
another red cap perps up and slaps the two in the head that were asking for a password and said, "We don't even have a password." So they all kind of like they all start pissing themselves laughing. They actually like physically fall over and just kind of point and laugh at you as they're saying that.
You seem like sound cunts.
Aye, and then like one of them starts like kind of one of them's like, we should fuck with them more. And then he picks up a stone and like starts kind of like chucking them. He's not intentionally like trying to like cause major damage, but he is like trying to like fucking annoy you basically. After a few minutes of this like nonsense though, after a few minutes I'm kind of hazing you. Wait 2 seconds. Aye. After a few minutes, they tell you to stop standing around like idiots and to just come inside. So they open the gates, and you're allowed to walk inside. Do you proceed?
Yep.
Yeah, I do a perception
Yeah.
check first.
Oh, did I
cool.
walk blindly in?
Fair enough.
Everyone walks blindly and I'm just like,
I'm gonna trust the little munchkins.
Is he trustworthy?
So
Let's see.
roll.
They passed the vibe
Yeah.
check.
Are you well? Right. So,
Hi.
just to check, what are you looking for in this perception?
I'm just looking for perception. I'm just taking in my surroundings.
All right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I rolled 13 of perception just to look through the door.
Well, like the door is
Let me
like
just go through it.
it's opening in the process, so it's no.
Right, okay.
I rolled 17.
17.
I think we should go to the pub with these guys afterwards. as
With
well.
the exception of the
So it would be a
six.
good laugh.
The exception of the six on top of the gatehouse, there's none of them hidden at the top of the gatehouse. It is the six of them. They are brandishing weapons, but they're not attempting to hide them, and they're not wielding them threateningly either. They're just fucking about, really. They're just wee dickheads.
Probably be lightweights though.
You can see other red caps in the actual fort area itself, but they're just kind of looking at you as you walk in. So specifically, the area enclosed by the ramparts, by the rampart, is littered with trash and mechanical equipment. Some put together in a way that resembles a vehicle. Ramshackle structures built from the same junk as the outer wall provide shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures mills about, all looking like feral gnomes. The other red caps. Several tall red caps, some of which drip with vile ichor. A pair of Kenku examine one of the strange vehicles, chatting to each other in high-pitched squawks. These Kenku carry an assortment of strange tools. When they see you, they turn and stare in wonder.
Ooh.
So they immediately, both of them immediately recognise Lulu and goes, "Hey, that's the elephant we met a long time ago." Yeah, it is. Oh shit. Oh well, here we go. So before you say anything, they say. So one of them, one of the Kenku, and waves in your direction as if telling you to remember who you are. So, oh fuck! What a deal! Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting. And he runs off to one of the trash structures. So that's Clonk that runs away.
Alright.
2 seconds.
Clonk.
Chukka decides to remain there. So moments later, he returns, leading a tall creature wearing a long tattered shift, covered in mud, blood, mold, and worse. The hag's eyes seem to move independently of each other as she approaches. Her straggly brown hair hanging in front of them, resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that scrutinise your group. Behind her, a hulking creature built of disparate fiendish parts trudges, moaning and hopping as it walks. Then both of the hag's eyes focus keenly on your group and on Lulu specifically. Fucking hell, I need to do another voice. My goodness, the hag croaks, spittle dripping from her mouth. Where did you find such a treasure? I fucking hate these voices.
It's naturally love you to know his
You do it to
voices.
yourself.
Well, I did it to myself, but it's not fucking. I'm trying to get you immersed, but it seems to fucking annoying.
It's literally the highlight of his D&D sessions.
Right, so
Especially the more you complain.
so the hag introduces herself. She says, "I'm Mad Maggie, and this is my long-term friend Mickey." And she points towards the fiendish creature. It looks like it looks effectively like a flesh golem is the best way to put it. It's not quite a Frankenstein's monster in appearance, but it's a Frankenstein's monster in terms of makeup. If you get me, it's like It seems to have been made up of like random parts of different bodies, in an amalgamation that's like quite horrifying. It's got a, I'm gonna say tendril that emanates from its mouth. It's effectively like a. You're probably gonna laugh at that. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to fucking say that because it's just disgusting anyway. It's got something that
No, say
emanates
it,
out
say
of its
it.
mouth. It's effectively like a massive sucker, and it kind of goes round and then into a bag of sorts. In fact, it's probably the best way to describe this. I'll take a screenshot of the image. I'll
What's
try.
emanating out its mouth?
It's like, imagine like a massively long intestine. It's like
Lovely.
it's like quite a thick intestine that's kind of coming out of its mouth. Like it's part of its mouth, effectively. It's like a. I guess you could maybe say it's like a long proboscis. How do you pronounce it? But
Uh,
it's very much fleshy.
Proboscis.
It's no insectoid in
the
nature.
yeah, it's like the things that butterflies and moths have to feed.
Kinda, but it's like it's more grotesque in nature.
Yeah.
2 seconds. I'll try and find an image of him. In fact, this is perfect because I've actually got an image of both him and Mad Maggie. 2 seconds. So Mickey is on the left, Mad Maggie is on the right. Right, there we go. So that's the thing I was trying to describe. It's about.
Okay.
Alright.
Looks like a worm.
Oh,
Aye.
aye, one probably would be the best. Aye.
It's a
Yeah,
It's
big
just
ass
sucking
worm.
worm up.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And it's got like crab legs for legs and feet, like a kind of crab
Is
like.
she sewing it?
Oh yeah, she's like
Aye,
sewing like
she is.
flesh onto it or something.
Ew.
Classic granny, isn't she? That's my baby.
Very much.
Aye. He's
Horned
stunning.
granny with tiny little wings. What are they meant to do? My god.
The wings are not gonna make her lift it up. No chance.
No chance.
Which
So
head she's going?
Chuck and Clonk are both there with her. Chuckhead really hasn't said anything as much. Like he said one line, but he seems to be like the more quiet of the two. Clonk though seems to be quite animated. He also tends to pull levers. Nobody's got that joke. Fair enough.
Wait,
I guess I was
missed it.
reading the chat there.
It's a bit different, but pull the lever, Clonk.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Clonk, but
Pull
still.
the lever, Clonk.
That's it.
I thought that to begin with.
That's what I was going for.
Oh, lever, Clonk.
Thank. At least you got it. Thank fuck. Somebody
I
got
got
it.
it.
Well, you did, eventually.
I just had to explain why. I just had to explain to Katie why I just shouted "pull the lever, Clonk."
Pull the lever. So I, she's introduced herself to you. Do you wish to say anything to her, or?
I like your wings.
Thank you, dearie.
And your fans.
I made these myself. I
Made them
killed an imp and then
yourself.
sewed it onto my shawl.
So is it for aesthetics or does it have a purpose?
She's lying, by the way.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna say Ingrid's lying, by the way, like off to the side. She hates your wings.
Oh, right, okay. She's kind of like, no, this is purely for aesthetic purposes.
Aesthetic. It looks nice. It matches your
My deathly pallor.
Yes, indeed.
Fantastic. Now what
It
brings you
matches
here?
your wee baby's worm thing. You really
Well,
coordinate together. You go well
I guess
together.
I guess it could be seen as my child to some degree.
Do you have any children yourself?
Mickey's a sweet thing, and then she kind of pats it, and then it just groans. It's still hopping as well. It's no, it doesn't like whenever it's walking. It's not actually putting like one foot in front of the other. It's like hopping for some reason.
Hops like a kangaroo.
Aye.
What is it made of?
Well, I'd say make an investigation or arcana check, I guess.
No, can't just ask her.
Well, you could.
Hi.
What's it made of?
Yeah, I'll just
It's
ask
only
her.
Just ask her.
It's
Let's get a conversation going.
She seems proud of him.
in the case of my wings, well, as much as I obviously got these off an imp. In the case of him, well, a lot of fiendish creatures die in the battlefields of Avernus, so I scavenged them and I made him.
Alright, that's quite smart. You know,
Have
that's good
you-
for environment you're recycling.
Have you ever heard of the story of Frankenstein? I once heard this tale. Hmm. Hmm.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
No, I'm not
Not
particular
familiar?
with your
That's okay.
kind.
That's alright.
Was this before
Yes.
Frankenstein?
Maybe.
No.
So what brings you to the establishment, and what's the little golden elephant doing here as well? What's her deal?
Just our wee pet.
Lulu is kind of Lulu is
Wee
kind of a
pet.
bit perturbed, but she's trying to get animated, tries to animate herself enough to get the attention of Chuck and Clonk, because they seem to at least recognise it to some degree. So she kind of perks up and says, "I'm here to remember things. I remember being here before, but I don't really. I didn't know that you ran the place, Maggie. But I'm trying to remember. Problem is I have amnesia. I think the word is. So what Mad Maggie is kind of fucking voices. I'm trying to remember each voice I'm doing. Oh, that's fine, dearie. Yes, I can bring your memories back for a price. And she kind of chuckles and she says that, but it's like this is their nice like granny chuckle. This is fucking somewhat ominous. But yeah, she says that she can bring back and the necessary, well, whatever memory she's looking for, whatever memories Lulu's looking for. Yeah.
Hmm.
What?
Maggie,
Price?
do you recognise our wee elephant friend?
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm asking Maggie if she recognises our wee
Oh
elephant
no,
friend.
I've never seen a creature like this before. Though my two friends here, Chuck and Club, they seem to recognise for some reason. Don't know why though. How?
Mhm.
And then she kind of like she asked them specifically how. We saw this thing. We saw this thing. Just kind of wandering one time. It was a long time ago though. It was before you took over management, I think. Yeah, it was. Chucky just kind of remains silent, but Clunk like gives her the answers. Say it was about 20 or so years ago that she wandered in, but then after a period of time, Lulu just kind of left of her own whim. Chuck and Clonk kind of protected her as best as they could, but
Aw, it's cute.
she ended up kind of wandering off on her own. They just assumed something happened to her, but hey ho, she's back.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Hmm.
So at least you know we're sort of good people.
Oh. So what's the
They're
price that
literally
we're paying?
evil.
We're evil. Should slay them all.
Found our people. It's fine.
Ooh, that's a sexy man.
Oh.
If what you want to ask, Connell, do you want to ask her anything?
No, I'm Gucci just now.
This Chuck and Clonk kind of like wander away. The excitement's kind of done for now, and they wander off to like an infernal machine that looks like they're attempting to work on it. For
Right.
some reason, though, it isn't working.
Can we go up and investigation check it, or like what would that be?
No, and well, you're kind of in the middle of a conversation, but if you want to, you could wander off. It's
I'm
either
kind of like
Arcana
half. I'm
or
kind of like half listening to that conversation. I was just like,
it's Arcana or
Arcana.
investigation. You need to spend at least 10 minutes checking it though.
Right,
But it's
okay.
Arcana or investigation.
I've got +0 in both.
Come on. That's a crap
You're kind
roll.
of staring at it, and you kind of stare back at the aim, and Clonk says, "Oh, do you know what's happening with this thing?"
Not really. Might need more time.
Shit.
Can I reroll again after a period of time?
I'd say like you could probably like after maybe another hour, you can maybe like
An hour?
clear your mind
Alright,
and
okay.
try and double check again. But
Okay.
I'll try for Dave as well if he's.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
yeah,
think we
even
could maybe help them fix it and then use it. Means we have a car. Alright, oh well.
I mean, technically, I didn't roll higher.
Hmm. True.
no, unfortunately. Does anybody else want to attempt Arcana or Investigation? Want to?
Hands
Well,
out.
can I do my investigation roll now?
Fortunately, you've already made a choice, so it'll need to be that 20, right? Shawnee, you're kind of like you're kind of knocking about in the motor. You kind of just like slam open the hood and like have a look in, and
Instruction manual just falls on my lap.
-1.
Aye, so it's specifically a gear that's comprised of spikes. It seems to be from a demon of some sort. Specifically, you would know it. The type of demon be a Hezro demon.
We know that.
And the surges of demonic energy are actually causing the malfunction. So you just kind of you're able to avoid the spikes, but you like pull out and just like throw away the part. And Clock's like, "Hey, what are you doing with it?" And then like the you just kind of you slam it, turn on the engine, and it starts immediately like springs into life.
Oh.
Clock's like, "Oh, well, Chuck, why the fuck can you have done that? What fucking idiot!" And then Chuck just kind of steals it and like shakes his head and just walks away. But Clock runs up to Mad Maggie. She's kind of having a conversation with the rest of you, whoever's still there. It's like, "Hey, they fixed the infernal machine. They've done it."
Safe. Happy for
Right.
you.
No, let's steal it.
She actually looks quite pleased that you've done that. She like, her smile is slightly predatory, but like, no, not in that way.
Right.
Not in that way. Just vicious, but like at the same time, like she does look legitimately pleased that you've actually helped it though. Yep.
Does that cover the cost of getting Lulu's memories?
That's a
Oh,
good point.
certainly-
I was like, plus. Yo,
Certainly does help.
Maggie. Would it help Lulu?
So you want me to give her her memories back? Yes. That's
Yes.
right.
That's correct.
Well, fair enough. There is a ritual. I could try, and like I said, there is a price, but I think I guess the reward in itself is the ritual because I get to find out everything that this little thing knows. So, back it. Price is off the table. I'll take it.
Wait, what's the price? What would the price be normally?
Well, sometimes or so. Sometimes maybe your eyes. It depends on what you want. Like you could say, "Oh, I want better eyesight," and I'll go, "Yes, you get better eyes, but I might take off your toes or something." It really depends. There's always type of things.
You can take her toes.
I'm not taking her toes because I'm getting to find out more about
Okay.
it.
Hey, guys, right, time out, right. Let's hold on a wee second. We don't know Maggie.
We don't know what Lulu knows.
Maggie, we don't know what Lulu knows, and Maggie might find something out about Lulu that she shouldn't find out. We don't know Maggie fully. She seems sound, but she's also a bit creepy. Has weird creepy granny vibes. So I feel like we should maybe like see for a price instead and not let her find out what Lulu knows.
I think she finds out either way.
I think she finds out anyway with the ritual.
Does
she
she?
would she would find out either way.
Oh,
It's a
is
part
she?
of the ritual.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Might as well
Okay.
take it cheaper.
May as well just take the free punt. Just
Fair enough, never mind.
we'll keep a close eye on her.
Well, when
How-
Lulu gets her memories back, it's like some Spider-Man 3 shit where she turns evil.
Perfect for us. We're evil.
Get your memories back when you fix this goddamn door. I had to. Sorry for a brief detour, but has everybody watched the new Spider-Man trailer?
No.
I just watched it
No.
earlier.
I saw a
actually.
couple of my students watching it and I was like, I'm going to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was quite a good trailer though.
I've not
Like-
seen any of the Spider-Mans.
What?
apart from-
What,
I
even
think I
the
heard
Raimi
first
trilogy?
one.
Really?
Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah, the very first one I've seen.
Right.
You've not seen two? Really?
Yeah, I've not seen. No.
Who's
Who's-
the
There's just
best?
so much going on. There's just a
Two's
lot
quite
of
good.
them.
I don't think it's as aged as well as some folk think, but personally, but I still like it. I think it's good.
I think it's a really good move, but the first one's definitely my favourite.
Hmm.
Really? I think two's better than one for Raimi, to be honest.
I watched Spider-Man 3 the other day and that was really good. It generally was. It's not as bad as everyone says.
I don't think it's as bad as everyone says, but I
No,
don't think it's that great either. I think it's alright.
I just
Like-
remember when it came out and I was cringing so much with the.
But I think Venom is a poor choice as a villain, though. I don't think it really works that well.
Was Venom really a villain in that though?
Yes, because Topher Grace's a fucking wanker. Like, to be fair though, Sandman's actually, I think Sandman's compelling enough. Anyway, sorry, apologies for that. That's why she says that she has wanted an actor ritual. There's maybe other things you can do around the fort as well, but it depends on what you're willing to do. You can either help us out more if you would like. I can provide some payment for some things, but if you prefer to get on with it, we can.
Yeah.
It is up.
Yeah, let's
to
do it.
You. Help out or immediately go to ritual.
Let's go to the ritual before she adds a price.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Immediate
Um,
ritual, please.
Eyes.
So, so just to let you in on this, basically what it does, what I'll be doing is creating a dreamscape. So we'll be able to perceive this creature's. Is it Lulu? Yes, Lulu. Be able to perceive Lulu's memories through the dreamscape. Just to be clear, though, it is possible that you could be hurt inside. Now, you won't die, but whatever you see inside kind of becomes real. So things might attack you, and unfortunately, I won't be able to save you from that. However, you won't die in the real world. It's just a case that you'll be unconscious, and I promise I won't steal any of your organs. After a period of time, you
I
wake
don't have
up
an
and
organ. I play a lute.
Oh yeah. Wow.
you're one of those people. I'm talentless. I hate bars. She just kind of steals it. And then she just shakes her head and she starts to cackle again. Yes. You might be attacked by things inside her memories. That's things that she has experienced that have come to life again. Don't worry, though. You suffer no physical harm. You'll wake up with no wounds if you do get knocked out. But just so you know, we can start over. If you do get knocked unconscious, we can start over. However, you will need to go through it again. The problem is you can't skip steps. So, yeah. So, if you wait here, you can have a look about if you so wish. But I do need to get the ingredients, so I'll be back shortly. So she heads off to grab whatever she needs for the ritual. Are you gonna just wait a bit, or are you just gonna like maybe explore the place a little bit?
Explore, probably.
Explore, loot everything valuable, please.
Yes.
Can I do for each square check everything? Check for valuables. If valuable, steal.
If not valuable, steal anyway.
If valuable, steal. Else, steal.
So as you're kind of, for fuck's sake, as you're kind of walking about, do you see that there is actually like infernal war machines that are in varying states of disrepair, and actually cannibalization, because like people are like taking parts off of it to put on other motors, and it just looks most of them look a bit fucked, to be honest. Fucked beyond repair. There is two that look relatively intact though. But yeah, I don't know. I put a character. I wouldn't recommend attempting to steal one right now. Maybe not your best idea, but you know.
Well, makes it more.
In the case, if you look inside, the smaller of the two doesn't actually have wheels yet, and the bigger of the two seems like it has an attachment for a weapon. However, there is no weapon attached to it. It seems to have been removed. And also the larger motor's armor looks in a state of disrepair. It's not a case to the point it isn't working, but it's definitely no quite as well armored as it could be in comparison. But that's just what you see in a cursory glance. You do see, as you're kind of wandering around, you do see that there's a flame skull just floating about. As you wander closer, it kind of just looks at you. It doesn't do anything, it's just kind of floating there. And when I say flame skull, I literally mean it is a floating skull that is literally on fire. Specifically green fire. But yeah. You just kind of...
It's a living being.
You touch it, it attempts to move out the way, but you touch it and you just burn yourself. You take 2 damage, but since you're resistant to fire, you take 1.
Yes. Worth it.
Don't touch me. Never touch me. Don't touch me. Stay away. Stay back away. Right? I didn't give you permission to get your draconic hands on my skull. Bugger off. You're talking to one of the greatest minds that has ever wandered this plane of existence. You don't get to touch my mind, you get to piss off.
You're just a skull, you don't have a brain though.
Could piss on you. Just good at that.
Well, I don't have much in terms of sensory organs anymore, but I can certainly sense that she's the type to piss herself in combat.
Wow, you really are intelligent.
No, he just has the nose. You've not cleaned yourself yet, Sam.
Actually, as you kind of
you still stink of piss.
As you look closer, you actually can see that one of his teeth is missing.
One of his teeth.
One of his teeth. It doesn't have the rest of his teeth are intact, but one of them is actually like gone.
Lamps for tooth. Eat too many sweeties.
Touchy story.
Well, one of those little shit. And he, when he it looks odd, and he doesn't have eyes, but effectively for a second his eyes burst into flame, effectively like the eye sockets. When he says that little shit, and he's looking specifically at the red caps. As he says that. Grubber knocked it out of my fucking head, and then he ran off with my tooth. The little shit. I haven't said anything to Mad Maggie because I'm a bit embarrassed about it, but it's getting quite bad. It's getting really bad. It's pissing me off.
Oh, it's pissing you off, that's it. But I mean,
I'm whistling for a reason, by the way.
I was gonna ask.
What was that?
I was whistling intentionally.
Has he knocked a tooth out or something? Like.
Aye, but he's actually sometimes when he's speaking, he actually whistles. So he's like, it's really fucking annoying me now, son. Sorry, son. It's doing my fucking heat in, son.
Do I have something?
He's actually whistling occasionally when he's speaking. As a result of the knocked out tooth.
Let's see.
So if you could help me find it, that'd be great. That little shit over there, and then he just kind of he side eyes one in particular. That's Grubber, the one with the torn cap.
How about instead of getting your tooth back and put a wee gold nugget in there instead?
I mean,
Pimpin'.
But the problem is, it doesn't look like a tooth. And then Mad Maggie will definitely. I've been trying to keep it. She doesn't know that I've lost one.
Sure, she
She'll
won't
definitely
care.
know that I've lost one if I show up with a gold tooth.
She's got everybody attached to her jacket. She won't care.
Can I pick up a stone and use white paint for my painter supplies to paint it white and then shove it in there?
We veneer.
You try.
What do I need to
Like, roll a tool check.
A what check?
A
So
pool
basically,
check.
how tool
Pool
check works
check.
is it'll be
A tool
your.
check.
It'll be. What would painter supplies be? Your charisma or dex? I say dex, right? So it'll be dex plus your proficiency. So you're proficient in it. Like, because I will assume you're proficient in painter supplies if you've got them naturally, because I
Yeah.
don't think you picked them up.
Yeah, no, I've got them naturally, yeah.
Aye, cool. So you'll have proficiency in it. Roll dex plus your proficiency to see what you get.
So is that +6 then?
Yes, it'd be
So
plus.
my
6.
dex is +3, so plus my
Yes,
proficiency.
aye,
Yeah.
it's plus 6. It's plus 6.
Okay. Go r/d20 +6.
Yeah, actually, he did a decent job of it. It still looks a bit rocky, but it actually looks like surprisingly like a tooth. It's not too hard to masquerade it.
Nice.
Oh, that wasn't quite what I was wanting, but
I mean, it's a placeholder until we
I
find
thought you were
it.
about to start talking like with a lisp there. It's like go for
but
something.
I guess I guess it's good enough. Right,
It's a placeholder
just-
just now.
just-
We'll find the other one, but you can.
just put it in right now.
That's what she said.
So you can
David.
he opens up his mouth and you can see like the wee gap he's got, and you like jam the rock in, it slots in. Like, right, well, at least I'm not wasting anymore. Good. I mean, if you can find the other tooth, that perfect. Maybe if you go talk to that little shit, you'll find it. Or rounds around his place of rest.
But he's got it as a necklace.
Well, I haven't seen it on his person. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
But I'll take this for now. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
But I'll be off.
Okay,
Just
fine.
as a warning, though, if you try to take the tooth, they might go for you. Just the
Okay.
little shits. They might not. But
Well,
they
they
might.
haven't heard of us. The Grizz killers. I mean, Grizz goodbyers. I mean, we did not kill Grizz at all. Ours.
It's Grizz.
But yeah, who is Grizz? Yeah, good
Oh,
point.
actually.
I never
Who's
met
Grizz?
Tony, have you never heard the story of Grizz?
Yes,
Oh.
Bloody tail.
it's a fable.
So that's why our group chat's called Grizz Killers, because in our first campaign, Jamie's character was Grizz, was a wee goblin guy, and he was just very nice, very trippy wee guy, and we went and brought him back to our town of Govan, and then Connell, Dave, Rowan, and I decided to be nice and show about the town.
Uh-huh.
And he got too drunk and he passed out. Being D&D ages, there's no ambulances, so I couldn't really do much. I mean, he was feeling so bad. He was just like, "Oh God, I'm so drunk. I've got a splitting headache. Just kill me now. Just kill me now."
Yeah.
And then Dave
For the mercy killing.
and Dave then split his headache technically.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know who that was. That wasn't in Canis anyway. That was someone else.
Someone that looked very much like in Canis.
Right. Tom.
So that was Chris died, and then everyone was raging at us. In fact, the guys never group probably chat.
Because Adam, right? What makes this worse, right? Adam clocked on pretty quick what was happening, but I was never informed about what was happening. I found out at the exact same time that Jamie found out what was happening, and by that point he was already getting fucking murdered. Just to add insult to injury, that was the second character that Jamie lost that session.
Yeah.
Session.
Yeah.
That session. That session.
That night.
Oh, right, aye. That's a whole fucking thing, by the way. If you need to know that. So basically, what happened is like a kind of prelude to this. Because it's not really came up much in this group because there's only really two. Well, there is 3 spellcasters, but you don't tend to roll many attacks as such, or at least you don't tend to fuck up as many. So you don't tend to roll nat ones, but there is a thing. You've not personally seen it yet, Shawnee, but I tend to roll in the wild magic table. If a spell goes fuck up, it's never one that. It's only ever one that you would attack with, specifically one that you would actually roll to hit with, no saving throws. If it's something you roll with a saving throw, if you're rolling that one, it doesn't count. But if, for instance, Dave was to roll Eldritch Blast but rolling that one, then it would potentially trigger a wild magic surge. In which case, I roll a d10,000, and there's 10,000 different options. The one I can't remember the number, but the one he came on to was when he cast this. I can't remember his casting, but his previous character was a sorcerer. It made him believe that everybody was gonna eat him. So he had a long rest with folk. They were travelling down a road. Came across an ogre. He's all ended up fighting it, or they ended up fighting it. In the process, he went, right, this thing wants to eat me, but everybody else wants to eat me anyway. Fuck these people, I'm gonna run. So he left. Willingly gave up his own character. I was like, fair enough. Grizz was already there, so he was like, I'll take Grizz and I'll build him up and stuff like that. I was like, right, cool, we'll discuss a plan. Grizz obviously gets fucking murked. And then Adam decides to quit his character because his character would never stay with a group of murderers. So I lost 3 characters in one session. I've played with 2 other DMs. In fact, technically that's a lie. I've played with 2 other DMs, but I've played with another guy who is a DM, and just he isn't a DM for me. And none of the 3 of them have ever lost as many people in a single session. Certainly, they've never had somebody lose 2 characters in one session. And that they've also definitely never had a character death happen in the first campaign, and they've certainly never had a character death occur because their own fucking party members have decided to kill somebody. So I pulled up a series of firsts.
Oh, that was genius.
Well, technically everybody else did, but
Absolutely
I just had to
genius.
suffer through it. So that was a whole fucking thing. And John was like, "Aye, if I ever find out about this, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody." Oh, by the way, it never actually came to it, but they had a whole plan involved where they were actually going to try and kill you. Like John, Jamie, and Adam generally had a whole set of plans where they were actually going to fight your characters at one point and kill you all. They just decided not to do it. They'd actually planned this all out with me. Like, it was like a whole fucking thing that they sent me all these messages of like, right, we've heard about this. We're going to track this down. We're going to find it, like, because John already knew about it. But the others, they ended up finding out about it, and they were like, we're probably going to kill these folk. And they were very, very tempted to betray you immediately after the final fight, just as a final thing. They were actually going to do it, and then I can't remember what changed their mind, but they're like, no, we're just going to end it right here. And I was like, right, fair enough.
At the party, Jamie let slip of
that fight that technically happened, you could argue was the real fight, and you all just get murdered. Nah, I'm kidding.
Jamie let slip at the party about a potential anniversary PvP session between the 2 groups.
Andy was the first one to bring it up. He was saying anniversary, but then I was thinking, I don't know if you want to around Christmas.
Yeah,
but
Christmas one.
Yeah. Anniversary, it will only happen for it will only happen until about April-ish. No, it would be about May. Sorry, about May or June. In fact, no, it wouldn't be. No, it would be about April because you started the second campaign.
Oh yeah. But like,
I
it
think
would
it
have
was
been.
tail end of-
We missed the anniversary of actual playing D&D like a few weeks ago.
What date
Yeah.
was it? What was the date we first played it?
The date he first started was it wasn't in November. It was actually October.
Yeah, it's
It
like
was,
right at the end of
It was
October.
when I started my placement.
It was like I want to say it was like the 20. It was like the 21st to the 24th of October. You first played. If I was to go back
days.
far enough, like we'd find out. But
Hmm.
it was the kind of last week or so October.
Right,
These
I was sure it was November.
no, it definitely was October because I
Right.
distinctly remember because I think I was planning to maybe start in November, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll start early because I already had everything planned. So I was like, may as well start now.
Yeah, no, I remember. I remember.
so.
I was when I started placement. So I remember thinking, "Oh fuck, we've been planning this for months, and we've done it as soon as I'm like extremely busy."
Fair enough.
It'd be good to have done something for the anniversary, like a night out, but I guess we've all been out anyways.
I mean, I guess
Never bungles bingo.
big BBs. Because technically that was well,
No, that
wait,
was
so-
August.
well,
Bungles-
no, that's not what I was meaning. I was meaning like it was most of the group, but then
Oh, okay.
Rowan wasn't there, wasn't she? No.
Rowan wasn't
Oh, because she
there.
was
Yeah,
sick.
Rowan.
Aye, Rowan did have tickets there, but she was sick.
She was self-isolating.
else?
Yeah, I wasn't there because it was as
You
soon as I
weren't there,
started.
but Katie
Yeah.
was there.
It was a school night.
I think everybody else, but obviously Shawnee hadn't joined the group at this point yet.
Hmm.
Sad.
No, you get to join fucking Shenanigans now.
I know.
But I just as a reminder, Connell, 10 elements hot is powerful, but if somebody casts invisibility and somehow sneaks in fucking side
Oh
while
yeah.
you're casting it, then it's kind of no foolproof.
Learned that lesson.
Yeah, well, I've got detect invisibility now.
That's cool. It might have been the 19th actually, or around the 19th. It was definitely the end of October because I was getting sent character
Yeah.
sheets.
It was after October week.
Did we start on a Monday? Yeah, like we played like Monday and then like Thursday or something like that.
I think it may have been
Yeah, because I couldn't do it Monday.
2 seconds.
So it was like 1 week Monday and the next week.
Aye, because I think it was about then because I eventually got the idea to use the bots, music bots, which I fucking barely do at this point. But then, wait 2 seconds. No, that's fucking right.
Oh yeah, you can pretty much just check the age of the Discord as well, unless the Discord.
That's
No,
kind of what I was
Discord-
doing, but I'm not looking for that.
Discord was
It was a bit older, wasn't it?
No,
Set up
aye,
before.
that was a bit
Mhm.
older, but there is. You can check the Discord to find roughly when it started. Like it, because it
When
was
folk
first created
joined.
back in like back in May, 2020, or was it April of 2020? Because Jamie was initially going to run it.
Yeah.
Because that's when, because like he'd mentioned it to me, and then we were kind of like, all right, we'll create a Discord, and then Sab ended up joining, and then he was like, oh fuck, I think this is getting a bit too big, and then he just, I was like, let's be honest, would Jamie have done it anyway? Probably not.
No.
He wouldn't have done it. 2 seconds. We definitely started playing the 26th of October, but I don't know if. And I'd created the roll 20 on the 13th. Well, maybe created it earlier than that, but I sent it to you on the 13th. But I don't know if that's when we started.
I would
No,
probably say it was the 19th. Yeah.
Yeah. 19th, he sent you Aurora, Jamie. So it was between the 19th and the 26th is when we started, but don't know what did. Bye. So you've covered up his tooth as best you can, but you're still obviously missing his actual tooth.
Yeah.
There is the Infernal War Machines need to be perked up in some way, but you might be able to find ways of getting them fixed. You do have the Dreamscape to wander through, which she's still setting up the ritual as of come.
Okay.
It's not going to take too much longer though. If you just want to skip to the ritual, obviously we'll do that. But it's a case if you want to double check anything else.
So there's a bunch of Inferno machines.
There's
There's
two. There's two that look. There's a bunch of them, but there's only two that look relatively intact. But the problem is the smaller of the two is missing its wheels, and the bigger of the two seems to be missing a weapon of some sort.
Right.
And the armor that is there has been damaged. From the looks of it, it seems to be by acid. So basically, what that translates as to its AC is reduced.
But they could still function.
Yeah, in the case of the bigger one, you would actually be able to drive that because it does have its wheels.
Okay.
But it is missing attachments, and it is weaker than it normally would be.
Right.
However, as much as it can be operational, it isn't operational right now.
Right.
It needs some sort of fuel source.
Okay.
Because as you attempt to kind of turn on the ignition and try and get the engine to kickstart, nothing happens.
Well, I guess while the ritual's been set up, we could all just sort of explore around, look for parts, and then see if we can find any of the parts that are missing on those two specifically. So some wheels for the one at the smaller one, and any of the missing little components for the larger one. But if I don't know if we need to just what we need to roll or what. Or we could just say we're doing that while the ritual's set up and then skip the ritual.
You can have a look. You could speak to Chuck and Clonk about it because they are going around actually repairing vehicles as they speak. I mean, they're used to be parts. It's not the greatest look, but they are attempting to actually repair war machines right now.
Yeah, it's the idea that we want to fix these up and then actually use them. I feel that's the idea. Unless they're not really ours, are they? I feel like take them anyway.
You could attempt to steal them. You could attempt to bargain for them, but whether or not they'll allow you to bargain for them is a different, kettle of fish.
Okay.
And I don't know if I brung this up to you, but I think I've hinted at it before. This is where your soul coins come in handy. These things are not powered by oil. They're powered by souls. Specifically, souls in a very coin-shaped format.
When did we get soul coins?
You got them fucking ages ago. I've gave them it to you a few times.
Actually, have any.
Okay.
The problem is, like, Andy, while you were still one big group, he might have stole all of them. But I was saying in the case he dropped them all, so you've got 4 soul coins split between us. But he was actually, it was a case that somebody would go, I've got a soul coin, and he was like, by the way, can I attempt to steal that? And I'd be like, roll. roll just to me. He's like, aye, I got this. Aye, it's cool. They don't know it's been taken. So the other groups are still under the impression that they've each individually got a soul coin. Andy's like, I just mentioned me in the last session. He's like, I've got all of them, and I'm like, aye, you've got all of them. I still fucking remembered that.
Brilliant.
Because he's pretty much all got them in Baldur's Gate. You never found any in Elturel. You got them on Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
But he generally probably would have stole all of them. So I think there might have been one that you go just after the split outside Baldur's Gate, but I can't quite remember. No, wait, you would have got one in the dungeon. In the dungeon under the manor. But the rest would have been stolen behind it. So,
okay.
He's a fucking arsehole. So.
Did you have a record about how much we have? Because I don't.
Yeah, you would have 4. You'd have 4 soul coins. Yeah. You'd have 4 soul coins.
So is it just like a perception roll or something for finding stuff, or?
I guess we could just ask Clonk and that what exactly we need for each one. So we have a little checklist, and then we can just go about hunting. And I guess we're kind of in a workshop like area, so look for some of the parts off of the other ones that are laying about. Don't know how long that'll take, Mason. If that will take us up to the time that the ritual's starting.
Yeah, no, it would if you're speaking to him. So it's you're going up to Chuck and Clonk, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Chuck just kind of looks at you as you appear. Clonk seems to be working on something, but he's quite preoccupied, and Chuck just kind of elbows him in the back. closer. What did you do? Oh, hello. And just kind of like waves at you as he's walk up.
What do we need to fix up these two Inferno machines here?
Oh well. Well, as you can see, the wheels are gone from that one.
Yeah.
The little one. We call it Devil's Ride.
Devil's Ride.
The other one's the Tormentor. Well, something spit fucking acid at it and removed its harpoon flinger. So the best way would be to go out to the wastes and collect scrap, but the problem is the other warlords might not like that. And yeah.
Have you got anything that can be scrapped from the rest of the stuff in the shop here?
I mean, we do have some scrap wheels, I guess, but that's about it. We don't have any. Like, I guess we can maybe repair the armor to some degree, but not that much. And we don't have any extra harpoon flingers.
Yeah, I'm not arsed about the harpoon flinger.
Fair enough. What would you prefer?
Just...
You'll need to fix it up yourself. I'm a bit preoccupied with this.
Yeah. No, we've got this. We just need we just need those wheels and something to repair the armor bit of the other one. And then
to be fair, you still need to make a deal with Mad Maggie because
yeah, we've got to deal with a ritual right now, but we could maybe make a deal with the
probably
machines after.
Honestly, if you fix it yourself, she'll probably just let you take it. But the rest of these aren't for sale. The really good ones. But if you want to take that, well, she'd probably be all right with it. But I'm not going to speak for her. Yeah, if you well, would you prefer the wheels or do you want the armor?
Take the armor.
Take the armor. Fair enough. So
The
the Tormentor is a bit of a big beast. It might well, if you're going to be crushing anybody, it'll probably be good for that. If I've got the time, after I've dealt with this, I mean, it might be a while, but I don't know how long you're staying. I might be able to help you out with that thing, but
No worries.
well, how about you, Clonk? How about you help out?
But Clonk was the busy one. Yeah.
Sorry, it's Chokka. Chokka just looks up and blinks, and just looks at you, just shrugs, and he starts walking towards the Tormentor. So, he seems like he is actually wanting to help out a wee bit.
Right, sick.
If you're wanting to, in the case, I'll say this, because it's just scrap that's lying around. Yes, it will increase its AC back to where it should be. However, this will not be a permanent upgrade. You're going to need to find legitimate replacements for it in order to permanently repair its AC. So I'm going to say, like, I'll say that it'll last for 10 days. Whatever you do, like, if it suffers severe enough damage, then it'll just let the AC will reduce again. But if you're able to keep it in decent enough repair for 10 days, then you'll need to replace it at that point.
I'm kind of just looking for the travel, to be honest, like the travel speed.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, I'm not thinking too far ahead about what might be hitting us. Might want some more armor for that, but I guess we'll find out.
Just remain optimistic, you know?
Yeah, always optimistic.
In the case of the Devil's Ride, 2 seconds. I think the Devil's Ride is a speedier motor. 2 seconds. The Tormentor's obviously a bit of a bigger bastard, so it's a bit sturdier.
The site is for this.
No.
It's turning into Mad Max, so it's going to be pretty mental.
Yep. Where the fuck is it? It says go to 94. You motherfucker.
The spanner's out.
Is that a book you've got there?
See page 94 for those.
Is that a wee book?
Oh, Mason, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's a wee book, yeah. Okay.
It's the campaign game. It's a fucking adventure book. I've been
I
looking down at it.
had no idea that was a thing. I thought you were just winging it.
No, what?
I was like, I'm so impressed.
Well, to be fair, there is a lot of time where I'm fucking winging it. I've been winging it most of this session, even though I've got a fucking guy to help me out.
Especially the conversations and that, fair.
Oh, the conversations, they were like, see the general descriptions I've been getting.
Yeah.
Like, see, like, for instance,
when you read like what the place is like, and
one of the Kenku waves in, then she says, "Where did you find such a treasure?" See that whole segment? Aye. Everything else Maggie said, everything Lulu said, everything Chuck and Conk have said.
That was all you.
Improv.
Yeah. I've maybe went after some information that's here, but it's not
ad lib.
aye, it's like a case of, the Tormentors get so much AC, and they kind of like this stuff. And I'm like, aye, okay,
Right.
go with it, run. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing about being a DM. You need to add a lot to it. Aye, it gives you some info, but it doesn't give you fucking everything. So
Yeah.
you need.
Gives you
No,
the freedom.
I'm still
It's
very
good.
impressed.
Yeah, it gives you the freedom to do what you want, but the problem is I can't find these fucking
Couldn't-
infernal machines, and it's in my heater.
Oh,
I'll find them
Just-
later.
uh,
It says
Just
it says it's
control
on
F the
94.
book.
It says
my
Get
hat's
the
off
fuck
to
up.
you.
It says it's on page 94. That's a fucking lie because I was on page 94 and I ain't fucking there. So I'll get back to you on that. But I think
Have you
it's
tried page 49?
shut up. I think the AC. I've got a
Page
feeling that the AC
69.
of the Tormentor is. I've got a feeling that the AC of the Tormentor is either 17 or 18 naturally, and I think that the Devil's Ride is quicker. But how much quicker I don't really know. I'm assuming that
Can we not fix both, or like I take it one of them could fit all of
you
us?
could fix both. It might be better for you to fix both because you might not have the space in one vehicle. To be honest, I'll need to double check. The Tormentor might be able to hold you all.
Right.
I don't think Devil's Ride
I feel
would.
like we fix both. We get Kenku and that to like the Kenku guys to help us fix the armor, but I feel like the others could like look for wheels while we're waiting on this ritual starting.
Oh, it's right. I found it. It's 218. They're line bastards. So they're both
Oh.
the Devil's Ride is a large vehicle. It turns out the AC is actually very different from what I thought. So Devil's Ride, its AC is actually 23.
Okay.
No, the Tormentor is also is 21, but it has more. Well, it's no 17 because of how damaged it is, but its hit points are double the
Alright.
Devil's Ride. Devil's Ride has 30 hit points, while the Tormentor has 60. It's got a whole damage thresholds are only something that have really popped up yet, but damage threshold is basically, let's say one of you decide to attack, like you decide to stab it or throw a fireball at it or something like that. You would need to break 5 in order to actually do damage to it.
Right.
So effectively, it's like armor and topi armor. Yeah. So you need to do a certain amount of damage to actually damage it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Can we skip now to the start of the ritual and we perhaps fix
you would
them
actually,
both, or
because there's 5 of you, you would actually need both, by the way.
right? Okay.
The Devil's Ride only holds 1 person, and Tormentor holds 4.
Okay.
There is bigger than that, to be fair, but the bigger ones are like really fucking huge.
Okay.
Cool. Right. So, she sets herself up in kind of the middle of the fort, and she's actually created a ring throughout the sand. She arranges several comfortable black cushions on the ground. And she orders Lulu to rest in the cushions, but Lulu seems to do it with a bit of trepidation. She's looking forward to this, but she's kind of wary of Mad Maggie. She also offers that you to lie down the remaining black cushions. Then she places 2 skulls within the center of the circle. And then she says, I don't think my sisters would mind if I pick their brains about this. Just a joke. And she steals it. And she continues.
Alright, okay.
Lel.
So take your places in the ring, center of the ring. Close your eyes. Do not leave this ring in any way. If you do, it'll cause problems. So just remain here. If you leave, I'll need to do the ritual again. So stay there. And I don't want to do this multiple times if I don't have to. It'll last about 10 minutes or so. And like I said, if you get knocked out, then you'll be fine. I'll make sure that the red caps don't steal your eyeballs.
Teeth.
Oh, your teeth. I don't know why. Well, they might steal.
Don't worry
your
about
teeth,
that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
that. Alright, moving on.
Mickey here will keep He'll keep watch. Mickey will keep watch. Don't worry about it.
He'll keep good watch. And smile while he does it.
But she won't get her memories back if it's interrupted in any way. So just watch out. Yeah. So even though your eyes are closed, like it's a bit of time passes, like you can hear her muttering through the ritual. But even though your eyes are still closed, you can actually sense a brilliant flash of light, and then there's complete darkness. Even when you open your eyes, it's complete black. A tingling sensation sweeps over sweeps over you as vibrant rainbows appear within your minds, and you see Lulu's first dream unfold.
Oh my god. Yes.
Mad Maggie, however, is not there with you.
Read to us,
But
Mason.
you can
Read,
actually
read
hear
Lulu's first dream.
actually hear her voice echo throughout the throughout the dreamscape, even though you can't actually see her. Yeah, so as the rich radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves, warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow as the shoulder of a beautiful at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall green grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through the vision. It only represents. I can't fucking speak. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. Yeah. Each of you make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yikers. This is totally not poggers.
Jinkies.
Oh.
Jinkies, my
Oh,
dude.
well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked, I think.
Yep.
No,
Connor's fucked.
None of fucked. Right, so it needed to be one or more succeed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Right.
But I'll tell you what would have happened if you. So if all the characters fail the saving throw, each of them take 2d10 psychic damage, and then you need to attempt it again. But it was a d10 to succeed. However, the people that failed, you don't take damage. As long as somebody succeeded, that was fine.
Okay.
The scene of the sunny meadows fades to black, and you pass over to another dreamscape.
Exciting.
So, the second dream. A flaming circle battlefield appears in a barren landscape. At the centre of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, both horribly injured. You see yourself standing in defence of Lulu and the angel, facing outward as 6 small spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappear through a portal. The devils! Hisses Hag's disembodied voice. You must defeat those devils! So yeah, at this point, I do actually need you to roll initiative.
We're fighting in our dream. Skate.
Fighting in a dream.
Oh my god. Okay.
Jeez,
Yep.
I anticipate that.
So I'm gonna use this dreamscape like landscape again, because it's just easy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll initiative, but I'm gonna head off just now.
That's fair. If you want to, you can end it right there. If you like, I'm willing to stay on for a wee bit longer and chat to you if you want, but we can end it there if you.
Yeah, we can just end it there after rolling initiative.
Cool,
That's
no
cool.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool place to end. We're inside Lulu's dreamscape.
Yeah.
My god.
This is like a
counter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm reducing the size. He's not actually that big.
Okay.
They're actually. I'll just dot them around.
You're just gonna Control Z until you get as many as you want.
Well, it's 6 of them specifically. Yep, there we go. So
Nice.
So specifically, since you're in the dreamscape, I know you're normally resistant to physical damage. I'm assuming you're going to be raging, Sab, but just for future note, all the damage is psychic because it's in the mindscape, the dreamscape. So nobody's resistant to psychic here. Yep.
Oh damn.
Yikes.
So you will still be taking damage. If you take any damage, you will take damage, but they're effectively like normal spine devils. There's nothing special about them, with the exception that effectively they're doing psychic damage to you. But yeah, if anybody's wanting to stay on chat for a bit, they will.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.